Yo, what is going on, everyone? What is going on? Yo, what's up, Bacon? What's up, V Web Code? Ibrahim, welcome to the stream. Wasif, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you all here. Nice to see you all here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right, it's 3:30 a.m. currently. Got a lot of work to do, so let's go ahead, just get right in. Before we get started, though, make sure you guys like the stream. It'll help us get recommended into other people's recommendations. So definitely make sure you hit that like button. It'll help with like the algorithm and all that kind of stuff. So I would really appreciate that a lot. Yo, what's up, NR10 gamers? Welcome to the stream. Man, software engineers on TikTok are cringe. What makes them cringe? What is the list? Well, today we're going to be primarily developing the group chat feature. That's what we started yesterday. And we're going to be continuing with that today. I'll probably be streaming for about three and a half hours, maybe. Well, right now it's 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. I probably should be streaming until 7 a.m. What's going on, Displan? How are you? Deltuva, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. I haven't seen you guys. Deltuva, I haven't seen you here. But welcome to the stream. It's probably your first time. Was researching NestJS chat platform on your source code. Someone in TikTok think HTML is a programming language. Well, maybe they're a little bit misinformed, but that's okay. That is okay. It's 6:30 a.m. What time is it for you? It is currently 3:30 a.m. right now. 3:30 a.m. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. It's early over here. If you just stop by, make sure you hit that like button. We gotta help ourselves get to the algorithm. Gotta make sure other people are seeing the stream too. We gotta reach as many people as possible. Special about software TikToker. I rarely ever watch TikTok. The most I'll do is YouTube Shorts, and YouTube Shorts sometimes has some good content for programmers. Some of them get recommended to me, which is not bad. Did you use HTML? We are using React. Hey man, what's up? Yo, what's up, Rins? Welcome back to the stream. Man, you're on a hot streak. You've been here for 3 days in a row. You've been here 3 days in a row. Can you make it to 4 days in a row? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to, but welcome. Do you wake up early every day? Well, I mean, this is the time that I wake up. I usually wake up at 2 to 3 a.m. I don't wake up that time, just to impress people. I just do it just because I genuinely like waking up at 2 a.m. because it's just early in the morning. It's nice, and by the time I can get so much stuff done at home, and when I go out around like 6 or 7 a.m., I get all the sunlight, and I can just come back. But yo, by the way, I just launched the React app, but my browser not loading the page. Any ideas? I'm not sure, honestly. It's likely due to maybe there's an error, and usually the React, the production app will not display anything because there's an error that has happened. Or maybe there might be a cookies issue or cores issue. I'm not too entirely sure. It's hard to tell. It's hard to diagnose the issue without seeing the actual app or code. Sheesh, when do you go to sleep? I usually sleep around 5 or 6 p.m. I'm a really early sleeper. Usually that time, most of my friends are on East Coast, which is 9 o'clock for them. And some of them are also in Europe. So by the time I'm asleep, they're also asleep as well. And most of my friends in the West Coast are I don't really talk to my friends in the West Coast anyways. So I'm usually asleep really early, 6 p.m. Then I'll wake up at 2. How many hours do you sleep? I usually sleep 8 hours. LO answer, you're making me want to wake up early and I'm on morning person. I mean, in 2020, let me zoom in a little bit. In 2020, I always woke up at like 4 a.m. and some of you who have watched the stream before in the past would know that I would always be up at like 3 or 4 a.m. making videos, streaming back in 2020. And that habit has never gone away. It just got refactored a little bit. Yo, what's up, Wish Solidor? Your name looks so familiar. I feel like I've seen you before, Wish Solidor. But welcome to the stream. I mean, hey, can't complain. At least get enough sleep. I mean, look, the most important thing to me is getting 8 hours of sleep. If I was doing this every single day, getting only 4 hours of sleep, I would not survive. But the only reason why I was able to survive was because I got 8 hours of sleep every single day, and it was just amazing. And I have amazing dreams too, so it's worth it. Do you try Redux Toolkit? We're actually using Redux Toolkit right now, but yeah, first of all, welcome everyone to the stream. Yeah, Wish Saldor, I've seen your name before. Like, I definitely, like I said, if you have chatted before, if you have commented before, I I will remember your name 100%. Like, you know, that, like, for example, Rins, I remember his name, or their name. I remember everyone's name here. Wish Bacon XD, I remember their name. Wasif, I remember their name. I remember Ibrahim, of course. How can I forget Ibrahim? He's the real OG. Displant, I remember Displant. VWebCode, I remember VWebCode. I remember everyone. Don't worry. As long as you just, you know, if you say even one comment is enough for me to remember your name. But anyways, let's just take a look at our code. So basically what I was thinking yesterday was, instead of just having, you know, private DMs and group conversations just merged together, we were going to separate them on the UI. So there will be like a little button on top that you can show. You know, I was actually looking at dribble.com. I'll show my friend this really beautiful UI. Yo, what's up, Bagus? Welcome back to the stream, Bagus. Nice to see you here. But let me just log into dribble.com real quick, and let me just show you some of their designs. And I really like their designs. Like, if you ever need inspiration on building something from scratch with HTML, CSS, go to dribble.com, look at a UI, and try to implement that. Because I think it's the best way to really get better at CSS and HTML. That's what I did, like, you know, a year or two ago, when I was just really trash at CSS and HTML. I mean, I'm not that great right now, but I'm still improving, right? But you can just go on their website, look for a UI of your choice. For example, I was looking at this one yesterday, and just see how they implement it. And you don't have to implement exactly what they do, but it's only, like, you know, a simple basis of how to get started. You know, that's the whole point. Ready for my second day lesson, but don't chat. Me and my friend are watching right now. Spawner time. Well, that's fine. You guys don't have to chat. As long as you're watching, as long as you know, just make sure you hit that like button, you know, make sure you hit that like button. It'll help with the algorithm. I'm watching you since Discord, MongoDB. Nice. So that was like a year ago. It's a year ago. But anyways, my point is, like, go to any chat app or any UI, you know, and just basically look at how they implement something. And it'll give you an idea of how things could be done, right? And I think these UIs are really beautiful. I think the people who design these things do a really good job. There's a lot of amazing designs on here. And so I'm not going to obviously use exactly what they're doing, but I just want to show you the idea that I had in mind. So for example, like, you can see over here for this UI, it shows you general, total. We'll just have them like private, group chat, something like that, to make it you know, to kind of, like, you know, we'll let them like toggle between the two. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the stream, Andrew. Nice to see you here. My family is planning on changing Wi-Fi routers, and the company website is so good. Oh, really? They do look great. They do look great. I'm always amazed by them. Yeah, it's really beautiful. So, like, try to replicate them, yeah? Well, I'm not going to replicate them, but I'm saying for you guys, if you need inspiration, you know, try to replicate what you see on here, but you don't have to do exactly like what they do. You just need to come close. You don't even have to come close. Just like as long as you can just understand layouts and how to structure layouts. Like, I think that's the fundamental in HTML and CSS, because a lot of people have trouble with using flexbox, grids, and understanding how to set up layouts. If you can set up layouts, it is the only thing that you'll need to worry about. Can I set a login page? I mean, our login page is not really anything impressive right now. Right now we only have just this chat UI, and we only have like a register and login page, which is really nothing impressive. We don't really have a landing page because, like I said, we're only focused on functionality. We're not really concerned about, you know, the whole like process right now. But once we actually release and deploy the app, we'll worry more about it later. I see, but I'll try to replicate them. Seems like a really good practice. Yeah, of course. Hey, bro, is it a spawner? What do you mean by that? That's what I'm doing to get better right now. Yep, that's what I can recommend for anyone who wants to get better at HTML, CSS, and get better at design. 100% go on dribble.com and just look at designs and just try to implement them yourself. Okay, so I think what we'll need to do is we'll need to modify this. Sidebar and make it so that you can tab between the two. But I'm not really sure how we could do that. Because, I mean, I guess what we could do is we could check the state of what the user has selected, and then we can kind of like determine which one to render. Next episode, teach us about UI design. Maybe. I'm not really that good, though. So is this fully responsive? Not yet. All right, see you later, NR10 gamers. Are you going to check it out? Because I think you skipped my comment. What did you write? Are you talking about the routers and stuff? The Wi-Fi routers? No, yeah, I read that. I wasn't sure if you were talking about. I wasn't sure if you were talking about someone else's company, or I wasn't sure if you were implying your family had a company. I am interested about that. Okay. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this. So, yesterday we created an API, or an API endpoint to create a group, which is the group chat. So basically, a group is a group chat. Yo, what's up? I don't know how to say your name, but welcome to the stream. But anyways, so yesterday we were creating an endpoint to create an actual group conversation. So basically, a group is a group conversation. And today what we're going to do is we're going to basically set up the other API routes. So we're going to need one to get all of the groups. So fetch get groups. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and fetch all the groups from the API and return it to the user. Where do you live? Because it's 5 a.m. right now. It is currently 3:41 a.m. right now. Yo, what's up, Ren Ends? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Taiwanese, nice. Welcome all the way from Taiwan. Wow. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Welcome from Taiwan. Let's see. So we're going to create an API that's going to fetch all the groups right now. And with groups, you can create as many groups as you want as an individual user. You can create it with, you can create multiple groups even with the same people. So it's not the same as DM channel or like a private conversation. Okay. So for get groups, we're not really going to worry about parameters right now. We're just going to fetch it from the database, but we will return an array of groups. So this might be a little bit complex, but we'll have to see. Okay. Let's go ahead into the interface and let's implement get groups. Okay. And so this one might be a little bit complex because we need to get all of the groups that the authenticated user is in. So let me go ahead and create a type for get groups. Are you using WebSocket? Yes, we are. And welcome to the stream, Music for Life. I'm going to watch SQL. Export type. Fetch. What have I called this? Find groups command. I'll call it fetch groups params. And we do need the user ID. We do not know what the conversation ID is, or the group ID is what I should say. Have you tried TRPC yet? Not yet. Man, this chat platform is using Nest WebSocket. Could you share the theme extension that you are using, in the VS Code? Someone use the theme command for him, please. How does the picture-in-picture work? That for real working on top of any website? What are you referring to, picture-in-picture? There you go. Now you have my theme. Let's see. So, fetch group params. So let me go back over here, entities. Yo, what's up, Shank? Welcome to the stream. Let's see you guys here. Welcome everyone to the stream. We got 24 viewers here. Got a lot of nice people here today. Yo, what's up, Tchaikovsky? Welcome to the stream. How are you, my friend? Tchaikovsky, if you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind sharing, that is, where are you from? What is the maximum connection of your chat? Well, right now we are not limiting anything, so I would say unlimited. ID. So we have ID. Well, it's not a weird question. You're absolutely fine. Everyone asks that, so you're okay. Everyone asked that, so I decided to put a command so everyone could just use the command, and they'll be able to get the theme, the exact theme. Otherwise, I would have to like tell everyone like 500 times a day, which is not bad, which is fine. Like a video will work on any website, but it will be minimized. Oh, you're talking about that. That actually is a really nice feature. Do you want to make like Discord? I mean, we're not trying to make it like Discord, but so far it's working like that. I'm from Russia, bro. Nice, Kagdila, my friend. Nice to see you here. Shat MX, welcome back to the stream. Nice to see you here. JDA, you like JDA Bacon XD? So how did they do it? I'm not sure. There's probably a browser API, or there's probably some API that they developed that you could probably look up. I've never really worked with it before because I've never really worked with like video streaming and stuff like that, so I can't really tell you. But yeah. Okay, so we're going to need the user ID, which is going to be a number, and I think that's all we'll really need for now. And I'll make this a requirement. So yeah, so let's go ahead and make this params fetch group params. Okay, and then what we'll do is I don't know if we'll be using query builder, but yeah, I asked because I have something I'm watching your stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's actually a really convenient feature. Yo, I gotta go, college. Alright, yo, Wish Saldar, nice to see you here, man. And take it easy and good luck with your classes. Oh, you know some words from Russia, aren't you? Yeah, здравствуйте, my friend. Здравствуйте. Yeah, I know a couple words. I'm not that great. I studied Russian for about a couple months. Like starting from January. I'm not that great though. The only thing that I got up to is probably like the I think it was the nominative case. I've gotten up to that, and I haven't really been practicing much since then. Which was like I haven't been practicing for like about a month or two, so I'm not that great. What's going on with your voice? Nothing's going wrong with my voice. I feel so bad playing Diablo 3 while watching Instant Coding. I mean, hey, look, listen, my stream is also a good place to just, multitask too. So if you want to play a video game while watching the stream, that's also fine too. You don't really have to watch me code. Like you can just, leave it in the background. You can, just send messages. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter. Maybe your next project will be a video sharing platform. Maybe. I mean, I actually want to implement some video streaming with some APIs, but we'll see. Okay, so we need to get the user ID. Hi, I have an idea for where you can add a property last message. I think we already have that already, actually. Yeah, we have that already. Last message sent. Basically, the same thing that we have for conversation is the same thing that we're gonna have for group. Return res.send HTTP status OK is good code. What do you mean by good code? Because all that does is just sends an OK status. All it does is send an OK status. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream, man. We got 24 viewers so far. The first 18 minutes we already have 27 viewers watching. We peaked at 30, which is great. But if you're here for the first time today, make sure you hit that like button. It'll really help out with the algorithm, and it'll really help out with recommendations. And I would really appreciate that a lot. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Yo, what's up, Maya? Welcome back to the stream. Nice to see you here. By the way, how do I loop through a multi-dimensional array in JavaScript? So that would basically require you to do a double for loop. So I think what you would do is you'll loop through the first array, and then you would have to, for each element in the array, you would loop through the second array. I don't know why Nightbot is being weird, and I'm honestly like the only reason why I really needed Nightbot was for the commands and for the I don't really care about caps, honestly, because I'll have moderators take care of that, but I'll just disable that so that way you guys can just type that. There you go. Sorry about that, Bacon XD. But you should be able to use caps now. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Like, honestly, I really mostly just care about spamming and, just commands. That's really all I cared about. Well, I just realized you're coding at 3:48 a.m. Yeah, man. The grind never stops. We're in day 8 right now, or day 9. I think we're in day 9. I'm not sure. You should sleep. I already slept already. I woke up at. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. People don't understand that I literally sleep at 6 p.m. and I wake up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And I don't do that for anyone else but myself, because it was just something that I just used. Before I used to wake up at 3. Oh, actually, before I used to wake up at 4 a.m. Like back in 2020, I started waking up at 4. And then I would sleep around like 7. And then I realized I was, I actually wanted to wake up a lot earlier because I was like, you know, I could wake up a lot earlier, get a lot of stuff done before the sunlight hits. Then when the sunlight hits, I could just go out and go for a walk, get some nice sunlight, go out, you know, all that kind of stuff. Come back home, you know, start working, and it wouldn't be and I would still have the entire morning to myself, you know. So that's the reason why I like waking up early in the morning, because I can just get so much done without any distractions. I don't have to worry about, you know, logging into my job like until like 4 to 5 hours later. Why don't you use TRPC? I don't know. Can you please explain me the export and default operator in JS? Well, export basically just allows you to export, you know, an object, a variable, really anything that another file can import. Okay. Default exports are basically just, you know, like, how do I say default exports? Like, basically, if you have a default export, when you import like the file itself, right? Everything that you're not importing like a specific name from that file. You're just importing the entire module, and then when you import it, you're naming it whatever you want in the file that you're importing in, and that is basically the default export that you're doing. So, for example, if you do like an export default class, my class, right? And when you import this file, the default export would be my class. So, for example, if I were to do import from the group file, right? Group.ts. My class would be the class that I'm default exporting. Hopefully that makes sense. Easy default. Let me see. By the way, tip for the vibes: play some songs in the background while streaming. It'll be more fun. Should I play music? I don't know. Like, what kind of music should I play though? Because I've tried playing NCS, but I don't know. I don't really like their music though. I mean, if I were to play music, I'd probably play lo-fi, or I would probably play my own music from Spotify. But then again, DMCA would be really annoying, and they'd probably copy strike my videos. And I really don't want to. I really don't want to risk getting striked. I really don't want to play that. I really don't want to, you know, step into that territory. But I don't know. Is lo-fi music? I mean, I can play lo-fi music, but is lo-fi music like copyrighted, or is lo-fi music copyright? Just play non-copyright songs. Yeah, I don't know if lo-fi music is copyrighted though. But yeah. Alright, take it easy, Bacon XD. Nice to see you here. Have you tried implementing Stream OAuth? No. Steam OAuth. Not yet. I mean, I've never really had any reason to. You're allowed to use the songs in the Lo-Fi Girl playlist. Really? I did not know that. That is good to know, actually. That is really good to know. Really good to know. Can you tell me how file input work in React? What do you mean by file? Oh. Well, you just set the input type to file, and then when you click on the file, it will just basically open up the file system. They'll open up the Explorer for you, and then you can see that. Anson, your Discord doesn't help with problems, in my opinion, because they're offline or in other servers. Well, I mean, it's a community server, and like, you know, people voluntarily help on their own time. Like, I don't pay people to, you know, sit there and you know, look at the chat and stuff. It's people who are willing to help will help. But obviously, if you go into other Discord servers, like for example, if you go into the dedicated React or NestJS or Discord server, like, you know, the reason why they're more inclined to help is because they want you to actually use their library. You know, the thing is, like, I feel like for my server, more people are inclined to help related to the videos that we all watch together. But also, you know, but yeah, like, you know, it's just like maybe sometimes some people don't really see the message, so you know, you can't really blame them, you know. Without Passport. Well, I mean, I don't think it would really be difficult to implement OAuth with Steam without Passport, because really it's just the same thing, I think, as OAuth 2, I think. Still stuck on the multi-dimensional problem. Well, like I said, all you have to do is just loop through the first array, and then you know that every single element in the array is going to be a multi-dimensional one, or it's going to be an array, right? So for every element that you loop through that element. So loop through the first array, the outermost array, right? Each element in the array is going to be an array. So loop through that one, right? So it's basically just a double for loop if you think about it. Hopefully that helps. Let me see. Okay. Like, we all have 39 views but 24 likes. Yeah, man, you guys gotta, you know, like the video. That'll definitely help out. I mean, you don't have to, but you know, I would really appreciate if you guys did. But it's okay though. Don't worry so much about that. We're gonna create query builder, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna left join and select. So what I want to do is I want to select group.users, and what I want to do is I want to basically select the conversation that the user is in. I learned a lot with your OAuth Discord tutorial. Nice. Yeah, you could probably use that to implement Steam as well. Yeah, it's the same with implementing other OAuth too with other websites. Yup. No, but there's multiple arrays in the randomized array numbers could be 1, 2. Well, it doesn't matter because it's still an array, and the inner for loop is going to just iterate X number of times, right? For example, like if you have an array of 5, for example, if you have an array of, let's say for example you have an array of arrays. Let's say you have 1, 2, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So yeah, like each element is going to be an array, and each array that's inside this array will have its own length, right? So all you really need to do is just loop through the outermost array, and then for every element inside this array, you just iterate through it. So for example, the way I would do this in JavaScript or TypeScript is I would do const matrix, right? Const matrix, because it really is a matrix, right? So right now we're doing const matrix, and I would do something like for const m of matrix, and then you do m dot, and you can see that when I reference m, which is the current element that is being processed inside the matrix, right? You do another for loop, const, let's just do a of m, and then now you have a, which is a number, right? So although the second for loop will iterate different times as compared to every other element, it's still going to iterate through every single array. Now this only works for, this works for multidimensional. So hopefully that makes sense. So this is a 2D. Now if you want to talk about 3-dimensional array, that's a whole entire story. 3-dimensional array is going to be hell out of fun. Where are you from? I'm from America. Can you add it to total sum? Well, I mean, I don't know what exactly you're trying to do, but I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to do though. But yeah. But hopefully that helps though. If you try to make a total sum, use reduce, not for loop. But yeah, you can add it to total sum. Let's see. So we want to get groups. So we want to get all the groups where the user ID matches, and we'll do get many. And we're basically going to left join select group by users. And so let's test if this functionality works. So let's go ahead and to the controller. Yeah, problem with Steam OAuth is their dashboard is very different from past OAuth providers I've tried. It takes a multi-dimensional array, which is random values, then add all together. And if it won't pass. If you tag me, another channel, if you ping me on my Discord, I can take a look at it after stream later. Or someone could probably take a look at it maybe if they're willing to. But yeah, just ping me and I'll take a look at it later. And if the mods say anything, just tell them that I said that it was okay. Someone use the exclamation theme command to get the theme name. Get groups. Okay, so this should return all the groups. So let's go into Postman and I'll test this out. Do I have a TypeScript tutorial? I do. It's on my channel. I will go and grab it for you real quick. I have a TypeScript crash course that should still be relevant, but I'll probably make a new one later this year. I plan on making a React course and another TypeScript course. No, I was referring to another channel about his issue or their issue. But if you also have like a specific question with Steam OAuth, you can also send me a message on Discord. Oh, not DM, but like just ping me on the Discord. Okay, so let's go ahead over here. But yeah, I mean, like, implementing OAuth is really similar to everything else. So if you know how to do it with Discord, it's really the same thing with any other provider, really. Just asking, but how much do you think you can curl? The most I've ever curled was probably like a 35 on each arm. If I were to curl right now, I'd probably do maybe like 30 at most. I'd say 30 at most. Excuse me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all groups. Okay, so we have one group over here, and you can see that. Well, it doesn't really matter who the user. Actually, we do actually need the users. Actually, yeah, that's the thing that I'm trying to figure out is how do we actually get all the users? Because if I get rid of this where. I think we should do group dots created by. Yeah, I think we should do group dot. So there's group dot users. Let me see. Let's try this. There we go. So now this will give me all the groups created by the creator. Now if my ID was something else, it should not give it to me. But actually no, it should not match creator though. It shouldn't match creator. We need to get all the groups where the users in the users element, but yeah, so this would not be correct. We need to let me see. I think what if I did in. Yeah, let me try this. I assume that's what you meant by saying some. My brother is starting high school and he thinks it's like hell. He watches high school films and he thinks there's only violence. No, I mean, no, he shouldn't have an issue. I didn't really like high school that much, but it wasn't the end of the world, you know. What's up, Dendy? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. We got Dendy here. Welcome. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Oh. Can you show cam? No, I'm good for now. Yo, what's up, Dennis? How are you? Me personally, I think coping with different kinds of people and interests is kind of hard, unlike middle school. I'm doing fine, thanks. It's a beautiful day. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? It's currently 4 a.m. right now, so the sun hasn't came out yet. Let's see. Let's fix that. All right, let's go over here. Okay, yeah, the only issue is that it doesn't query all of it, and this is why I don't really like typeform a little bit sometimes, because I want to make sure I can query every single user that is, you know, in the many-to-many relationship. Because clearly this is not the only user, so I don't know why it's giving us that issue. Damn, how long have you been going for? Well, so far it's been 35 minutes that I've been streaming. I'm from Indonesia, nice. Well, I'm your neighbor. Well, my family is your neighbor. They're from Malaysia. And it's a really beautiful region over there. Why are you using NestJS instead of Node? I mean, we are using Node. NestJS is just a framework for Node. So technically we are using Node.js. But Nest is the framework that is run by Node, if that makes sense. I don't know why it's only giving me all users. This is really... I guess it's because we're only querying it based on the ID, but like... Express. Oh, yeah, no, like the reason why I'm using Nest is because Nest is built on top of Express, first of all, and it pretty much provides a lot of great tools that you can use to build a structured, organized application that is, you know what I mean? And like with Express, you kind of have to do everything yourself. You have to set everything up by yourself. NestJS kind of just like does all of the hard work for you. And so you can easily just like use the packages that's part of their ecosystem and, you know, build powerful applications. Yeah, so I want to basically do a inner join. Okay, so if I query by the groups, that'll give me all the users, but that's not what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to query by the users. So I want to fetch all the users, but I mean, you know, I don't think I really need the users. I really only need them if I'm fetching the individual group, so I think it's okay. Are you have a remote job in company, freelance, or just make app for YouTube content? So right now I am working. I'm working full-time as a developer educator. So basically what I do is I have to document, refactor, innovate documentation for the company's product. And yeah, like the better the docs are, the better it is for our customers. And that's pretty much what I do right now. Sir, how to become front-end developer. Start with HTML and CSS, then learn client-side JavaScript. Once you get familiar with all three of those languages, then what you should do is build your own website from scratch using just those three technologies. Then once you get better at it, learn React. And there you go. Did you ever try Laravel? I have not tried Laravel. Are you using SQL to read that data? Yes, I am. I'm a Angular developer and all in NestJS similar to Angular. Yes. That is absolutely true. Angular is... NestJS was inspired by Angular. Can I easily switch to backend with Nest? Well, the thing is, like, even though they are built on, even though they are really similar, that doesn't mean that it's gonna be easy. But like, you know, you'll definitely understand like the structure of everything, which is good. But backend is definitely its own different beast. But I think you should be fine. NestJS has amazing documentation. All you have to do is just go on their website, and you can definitely, you know, look at their docs, and it should answer a lot of your questions. And there's also a NestJS Discord server as well. Are you running MySQL with Docker? No. I'm using my own MySQL server. So, if I query by the group ID, that should work, but like, we don't want to do that. Because we want to get all the users. And yeah, we want to get all the users that are in the users array. So that's interesting. Let me see. Because like right now, if I look in the SQL, right, like it makes sense because we're doing a left join on groups. It left joins groups on, if I remember correctly. I think if I remember correctly, there's 2 left joins. But we're left joining group.users. So that should left join this table. And we're users.id is equal to the ID. So if I were to do something like dot users ID equals 7. Yeah, so that makes sense why it would only give me 1. How long have you been coding? I've been coding for about 6 years now. You once said frontend is harder than backend, and I find that funny because making everything function right takes more in brain power. I mean, there's ups and downs. Like sometimes frontend is easier to handle in some situations, and sometimes backend is easier. I don't know. It really depends. Sir, where to learn full stack development? Please answer. Well, there's a lot of resources. There's, have you, let me ask you this. What have you tried searching for? That's the thing. Like, I could recommend you a bunch of resources right now, but chances are you probably have looked up those resources and they haven't worked for you. So what resources have you tried so far? So not a lot of coding. I mean, the work you do. Well, we're still coding because we still have to test APIs. We still have to test to see if the product works. We still have to make sure that the code snippets make sense. We still have to create tutorials and guides for customers to read, things like that. So it does require, a lot of coding, but maybe not as much as a software engineer, but there's still a decent amount of coding that you have to do. It does actually require a lot of knowledge of coding as well, overall knowledge. So we're not really tailored towards one specific language because we have to make sure the entire overall product works, but then we also have to make sure that the other languages on top of there, the code snippet examples work as well. Where am I from? I'm from America. Someone used the specs command. If you use the specs command, it'll grab you the PC specs. Anson, why does your channel name change a lot? What are you talking about? My channel name? You mean my Discord name or my YouTube channel? Because my YouTube channel doesn't really change that much. It's been Anson Developer for the past couple of years. I mean, my name was once Anson on YouTube, and I changed it to Anson the Developer because I didn't really want people to confuse me with Anson Sebra, which was a musician. Like, they made music. So I decided to change my name to Anson the Developer, so it was a lot more easier to search. Yo, what's up, Diamantra Beats? Welcome back to the stream. How are you? Maybe to learn mean stack. Well, what I mean is, what resources have you searched up and have you tried? Because I can recommend you a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of websites. But the thing is, I don't know if they will, I don't know if those will be the ones necessary for you. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, welcome back. I hope all is well. I haven't seen you for the past couple of days, so I hope everything's good for you. Damn, we got 59 viewers. We got 59 people watching. That is so many people watching. If you're brand new here, say hello. Welcome to the stream. Don't be shy. Can you show us the actual state of the application? Sure. Yeah, if you're brand new here, make sure if you're brand new here, I would really appreciate if you all, hit that like button, right? It would really help with the algorithm. It would really help us reaching new people because that's our goal, is to reach new people every single day and educate people and build projects all together as a whole. And if you're interested, you can subscribe to the channel. We build projects all the time. We're going to be streaming pretty much every single day. And we're going to also, I also upload videos on my channel on tutorials. So if you're interested in that, you're more than welcome to check out my channel. There's lots of videos on web development, so it's a good resource. Yo, what's up, Maya? Welcome back to the stream. If you really want to become full stack, don't learn mean, learn T3. Yo, what's up, Jimwell, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. Killers Bots, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. And yo, what's up, Justin Alexander? Welcome to the stream. Got lots of nice people here today. Some big creators are sad that they didn't get 1,000,000 views, but imagine 100 people who watch your content. Hey, listen, I don't really care about getting 1,000,000 views. I really just care about getting, people coming to this chat, talking with us, chatting with us. That's all I care about. Who cares about getting 1,000,000 views? All I care about is just, streaming, chatting with you all, building projects, helping you guys with your development goals. That's really what my goal is with this YouTube channel, really. Like, that's the only reason why I ever uploaded videos, was never for views. I really only uploaded to just help people out from the very beginning, because like the thing is, like, a lot of people, I've known a lot of people who I've spoken to over the past couple of years who have told me that they think making YouTube videos is a waste of time. Well, the only reason why you see it as a waste of time is because you are not going to get anything out of it, because you have no subscribers. And that's not a really good mindset to have, because if you're only doing it just to get views, just to get money, you're never really going to attain to really getting that viewership that you want in the first place. You have to start from somewhere, I'm a noob. I'm only learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and currently learning React. Well, you're not. Well, I mean, we all have to start from somewhere, right? I said some people make 100 views but look bad, but 100 people watching someone's content is awesome. Yeah, like, 60 people watching us right now, like 60 people. I mean, I don't know if it's actually 60 people, but if it's actually 60 people, like if it's actually 60 human beings and not like, 30 people and 30 bots, then that's great, right? That's why I say, we got 60 people, but we need more. But like, that's why you guys gotta like, say something in the chat, so that way I know you guys are real, real people. I mean, I know who's, human and who's not. But in the past, like, people would bot my stream all the time, and sometimes I would get like hundreds of views because people would bot the stream. And I'm like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. What front and back end frameworks do you use, and which are your favorite? Well, I'm using React and Nest for this project right now. In terms of favorite, I would say Nest is definitely my favorite, and I would say React is definitely my favorite right now, which is why I'm using it a lot. Everyone, we're noob while starting. You are not too old, bro. You will learn everything soon. Listen, like, I know people who are in their 40s who have started learning code. You're absolutely fine. Like, you're 27 years old. You're still young. Like, you still have a whole life to live, Like, I know people who are, like, in their 50s who are learning code, I'm definitely not a human. Gross. Yeah, we're all robots. We're all robots. Okay, so I think to fetch all the users' groups, I think it's okay that we do it this way. Because I don't really think that it really matters too much. Because all I really care about is making sure that all I need to make sure is to get all the users' groups. So let me show you this. So if I query this, it'll give me group number 1. Let me go ahead and create another group with more users. So let's see, I'll add more users. Well, what users do I even have in my database? Well, the groups include the users added by other users. Yeah, so basically we want to make sure that every single user that is in the group, it shows up for them. Thanks for the encouragement, guys. Of course, man. Like, if you ever need, listen, if any of you ever feels doubtful of yourself, you're always more than welcome to, reach out, right? You can always come to the stream or just send me a DM and just tell me, how you're feeling, and I'll reassure you. Because, like, I've known a lot of people who've had imposter syndrome before, and I've always told them the same thing, that it's okay, because, you're always going to, have issues where you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to feel like, you're not good enough. And you just got to get through that barrier. You got to get through that mental barrier of doubting yourself, because that is the only thing that is putting you back, But yeah, like I said, you're always more than welcome to expressing your concerns either on stream, or you can just send me a private message and I'll help you out. Let me see. Sir, can I use MongoDB or Firebase? You can use either one. I would recommend using something like MongoDB over Firebase, because you want to actually learn how to use your own database instead of using like a third-party service like Firebase. Learning how to use MongoDB would be beneficial for you, because then it takes away the dependency of Google, right? Because Firebase is owned by Google, right? So let's create this group, and let me go ahead and fetch this group real quick. What's going on? Duplicate entry. Okay, that is really annoying. Why is it being a duplicate entry though? Because it should not really complain about that. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. You have something in school? No. I mean, I would say that for anything, because like, you know, if you depend on too many other third-party services, you know, like it's better to actually use the actual database engine than use a third-party service, because, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad to use a third-party service like Firebase, but I'm saying it's better to learn how databases work, and I think learning MongoDB, learning SQL would give you a good idea. I assume that you may work in Mang companies. I don't work for Mang, no. I don't work for them. Yeah, so we have an issue, duplicate entry, which is really lame. And I guess it's because, but that doesn't make any sense because oh, wait, I know why. Because we have a one-to-one relationship between groups and the creator. So I'm going to set this primary. Let me set this to false. There we go. That should fix it. What's Mang? Meta, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. You have something against Google? I don't. It used to be called Fang, but they changed it to Mang because, you know, Meta. But, yeah. Alright, so now let's try creating the group again. So give it 201. There you go. Now I can see the group over here. Whoops. So now you can see that this will give me all the groups that I am in. And what if I tried creating a group as a different user? So let's say, for example, I'll log into Edon right now. Let's log into this account. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and create a group between Edon and anson@gmail.com. And let's see what happens. So let's create this group. Let's make sure that there's no errors in the logs. Okay, there's no errors. And now if I go ahead and fetch my groups, I can see the group that I created, which was just now. Created just now, right? And I can see the other groups that was created earlier, right? There we go. So it's working. So I think what we could do to query the groups for the user, we can just query all of the groups to show it to them, and then we can just show the title. And then what we could do is when they click on the individual group, right, we'll then know what the group ID is, and then we can literally just get all the users from there. So I think we could do this. Let's go. Yeah, we're making good progress. Meta is just companies trying to put people on the internet in the future, so they'll say that you can upload your brain to internet. Yeah, I'm not really much of a fan of that, and it actually seems kind of scary, because I've seen the video where, you know, someone was like, you know, in the metaverse and that's all they did. I don't know how true that is, but it kind of seems scary, like, you know, just staying home all day playing VR and just letting your life get consumed by that. It kind of feels kind of scary, you know. Bro, are you freelancer? I used to freelance, but, you know, I don't really freelance anymore because I work full time, but sometimes I do, like, on the side. I do work on side projects. Well, not VR chat, but like metaverse, you know, is what I meant. I mean, it uses VR is what I mean. But I mean, in some sense, VR chat is kind of similar because, you know, like you're going into virtual reality, you're talking to everyone, and some people just never leave the VR chat. They never leave the VR room, you know. So in some sense, it kind of like, you know, it is kind of scary, like, you know, just like treating that as real life. You know, like that is kind of scary to me, at least. But listen, if that's what you want to do, you know, I have nothing against that. But I personally would never see myself doing that. Hello, I'm start watching just now. Why do you send password in request? Is not sensitive field. So right now, yes, right now you can see the password is not being serialized, which is why it is being returned as a response. And the reason why it's doing that is because I haven't bothered addressing that yet. But typically, yes, you do not want to send the password to the response because it's a sensitive. Even though it's hashed, you still don't want to send it. But I'm not really worried about that right now because we're not really deploying this app just yet. But typically, what you'd want to do is want to make sure that it is not being sent to the response. But yeah, I know. Like once we actually deploy the app, though, we'll make sure that we actually remove the password, and it wouldn't be that hard because all I have to do is just exclude the field from being selected, and then the only time we'll really need the password is whenever the user is trying to log in. That's really the only time we'll need to select the password. Other than that, throughout the entire application, you won't really need that because you'll be using sessions. Still going to my dead-end job 3 days a week. St. Cyrs. Well, I mean, listen, we all start at some point. I mean, I wouldn't say dead-end job. I mean, you know, like, listen, like, if you say it's a dead-end job, you know, the question is, like, what do you want to do with your life, right? Do you want to continue working the job, or do you want to become a developer? Do you want to become a data scientist, right? If that's your goal, then, you know, like I said, as long as you keep working towards it, you know, listen, it might be a dead-end job right now, but I guarantee you your situation will be better if you just work towards it. Bro, I think in the future AI may take over software developer, but how long does it take? I'm really scared. You know, I'm actually concerned about it too, you know. But, you know, I'm not going to really worry too much about that right now. But you never know what could happen. You probably don't want to send any data but ID just then populate, because if name changes or something, the info won't change. I'm doing PHP right now, creating my own web shop. Which is nice. What framework are you using? Well, listen, that's good. Like, so it seems like right now you're coding, right? You're building projects, right? So I'm assuming that are you like working something that's not related to coding, or hi Anson, how was your day? Techno STW, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. Got a lot of new people here, a lot of new familiar faces, a lot of new people, but welcome everyone to the stream. But yeah, I mean, like, listen, like, if you're not working in a development job, and if your goal is to get a development job, or if you are working in a development job and you're not happy with it, then, you know, maybe you just are burnt out or something. Just watch The Life of a Content Moderator, and it's terrifying what they see: dead people, torn off limbs, and really bad extreme, blah blah blah. Or he makes the request when someone enters the website, so if someone's changed it will still update. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so yeah, it's fetching all the conversations. So right now, what if I create a conversation with Ibrahim? So that will create, and that'll create another conversation, okay? And if I log in as someone else, it should not give me those conversations. So it should not give me the conversation ID 4 and 5. Or at least it shouldn't give me number 5. Yeah, there you go. This is giving me number 5. Perfect. Yeah, I worked in IT. Nice. It's always been my dream. Like, since I was a kid, I've always wanted to do something related to computers. Like, when I was a kid, I was always a gamer. I always used to play Minecraft. I always used to play TF2. I always used to play Counter-Strike Source. I've always just been a huge gamer, and I've always wanted to do something related with coding. My first job, I worked at a movie theater. And even when I was in college, like, as a computer science major, like, I wasn't doing internships until my last semester, and I was just working I was working in a movie theater, and I was still young at that time too, you know. So it was good experience, you know. Minecraft, yeah, I love Minecraft. I don't really like how Microsoft owns Minecraft now, to be honest with you, because I'm afraid that they'll, you know, start doing a bunch of dumb stuff to Minecraft. But you know, it is what it is. Yo, where are you working? I'm working in America right now. I don't want to say what company I work for, but I tend to keep that stuff a secret. But if you do enough doxing, you'll probably figure it out. Not that I want you to dox me, but you know. I tend to keep that stuff private. But all I'll say is that I work remotely for a large company that I absolutely love. And if they're watching, I absolutely love working for their company. I mean, I generally do, you know. Like, if I didn't like the work that I do, I wouldn't be working there, you know. But yeah, I work for a company. Yeah, I also run game servers for people on the side. They already have done a bunch of dumb stuff. Yeah, like, I don't understand why they make a bunch of different versions of Minecraft, because I feel like, you know, this is what I was telling my friend yesterday, and I'm not saying that they will do it, but my prediction is maybe at some point they'll try to sandbox the game as much as possible, and they'll create their own versions of Minecraft. Like, they have, like, you know, Bedrock version, they have Java version, they have, like, some other version. Like, I feel like they'll try to sandbox the game as much as possible, and then maybe somehow remove mods. I don't know if they'll do that, but if they did that, though, that would, like, I feel like that would kill the game entirely, because nowadays most people are playing Minecraft with mods, you know, and to kill mods would ruin the whole game. Do you use Mac? I do use Mac for work, and for right now I'm using Windows. I'm using much older technologies because these newer frameworks are garbage. Which newer frameworks? Story mode is discontinued. I think he was talking about. I think he was asking if I was just playing story mode games in general. I mostly play so in terms of story mode games, the story mode game that I play, the last one that I played was GTA and Red Dead Redemption. I'm more of like a city builder game, like a Sims. I like playing Sims. Funny how big companies monopolize everything to that little shop on the street. Yep. Mods aren't part of Minecraft anyway, so you have to use third party. Yeah, but there's nothing stopping them from going after them though, right? Because like if you think about it, YouTube went after like the music bots, and they pretty much killed the music bots. So what's stopping Minecraft or Microsoft from going after those large modders from distributing their mods? You know, that's what I worry about. You know, like I don't know if it will happen, but you never know. You never know. Minecraft wants to mod. Well, right now, like it's not even an official API, I think, because it's all reverse engineered through Minecraft Forge. I mean, listen, I think modding is great, but like if they try to like limit it, right? Like if they try to prevent you from using certain parts of their source code, then I think it'd be dumb. Live again. Yo, what's up, Decline? Welcome to the stream. They made it illegal. Well, that's good. Well, that's good then. So if they made it legal, then that means there should be no issue. What I was saying was like if they were to make it illegal and go after modders, because a lot of companies have done that before, then that would just pretty much ruin the entire game. Now I'm not saying that they would, but I'm saying that if they really were going to, then that would really be a bad move. Everyone would be really upset. Gabriel, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you guys here. How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so we're basically able to fetch the groups right now. What's going on with my Git? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my Git. You know what it is? Because I'm using Learner right now, so I think maybe that's why it doesn't that's why I can't see the source control, which is kind of dumb, but it's okay. Yeah, it's because of Learner. I think that's why it doesn't recognize my source control, which is really stupid. It's whatever. I'll just manually write my commit message in terminal. It's fine. Okay. Alright, see ya, Maya. Take it easy. Yo, what's up, Ayumi? Welcome back to the stream. People really that Elon was going to buy Twitter. I think he was going to, and then what happened was he was trying to get Twitter to release their info on how many of their users are actual bots, like how many of their users are actual real users, and they didn't want to reveal that data, so he just decided not to buy it. Like he called out the deal, and he was trying to get it for a cheaper price. And I think what ended up happening was like they were trying to sue Elon or something like that to actually get him to force him to buy it. So right now they're in like a stalemate. Do you buy your course or learn from documentation? I don't buy courses. Well, actually, the only course that I ever bought was Epic React, and the reason why I bought that course was because I genuinely wanted to like expand my knowledge with React itself, and it was created by Kent C. Dodds. I actually haven't even finished the entire course yet because I got really busy. But I basically bought this course. The price is pretty high, but it is a really good course in my opinion. It really teaches you a lot of advanced React stuff, and it really goes from the ground up. And I've heard a lot of great reviews about it. So I was like, you know what? Screw it, let me buy it. But right now I mostly learn from documentation and just trying things on my own and experimenting. I used to mod Minecraft, created HQM with friends. I have a lot of respect for the modders who are still going. What was the course called? The course is called Epic React. So let me show you. It's called epicreact.dev. The creator of this course, his name is Kent C. Dodds. He is a Google developer expert. He's also one of the maintainers of Remix Run, the framework Remix, if you're familiar with it. He's also developed the React testing library, unit testing library that people can use, and it's a really great course. Like he made this course with other people, right? And you can buy it. And it's a really great course, honestly. Like I haven't finished the course yet, because I've just been really busy, but from what I've seen, it is I think it's worth it. From the reviews that I read, from what I've seen, I think it's worth it. So yeah, it's called Epic React. I tried to start C++ game dev with Raylib, but quit because it's too hard, even include the library. Oh wow. And yo, what's up, Ashwin? How are you? Are you going to create a course soon yourself? Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I've created multiple courses on my YouTube channel, but if you're talking about paid courses, I mean, I don't know. Like, should I make a paid course? Like, I wouldn't want to make a paid course because I feel like if I made a paid course, you know, it would really only limit it from other people watching it, and I really want everyone to watch the course. You know, like I really want everyone to watch the course. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe at some point I'll think about it. Like, you know, if our channel becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, maybe I'll offer like a paid course. But you know, I don't know. We'll see. I'm always open to, you know, trying new things out. I'm not against it. So if people really want to buy my course, then yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely make something like that to, you know. What is your speed at touch type? I think I did it yesterday. It was like 100 words per minute. What's your opinion on C? C is a great language. It's always going to be there because everyone builds stuff off of C. Like lots of languages, lots of compilers are built from C. Do you watch Samuel Miller? Who is Sam Miller? Why does his name sound so familiar? Who is Sam Miller? No, I don't know who that is. While that React course is pretty pricey compared to others I've seen, yeah. I need a C++. What? COD C++. Anyways, so let's continue. So let's do get group by ID. So this is going to fetch the group by the ID. So let's go over here. And then what we'll do is we'll just do return to stock group repository, find one. And we'll find it by ID, but we'll also need to do some validation to make sure that the user is actually in the group. The authenticated user, that is. Because right now, right, if I were to query the database, and if I were to query for a group where the user is not even in the group, right, it should just give us back null. I don't know why it's giving me this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this, but it's a little bit weird. But you can see that right over here. When I call, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna need to make sure the user is actually in the group. So I think what we would need to do is just find one, and then check to see if the user's in the group. Yeah, it shouldn't be hard, but watch this. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a controller now. Let's do get, and let me go over here real quick. How did I do it in conversations? Let's double check. Okay, yeah, we did get ID. So get ID, and then get group. So we'll need the auth user. Pass in the user ID. Or actually, wait, what am I doing? This is supposed to be the group ID, not the user ID. But we will need the user ID later. Parse and param. So the ID, will get that here, and it's type number. So we're going to pass that in there, and let's go ahead and get the group. So we'll add some validation in a second. Why are constants file red? The reason why is because of the end of line sequence. It got messed up when I was switching between branches, which I don't know why, but it's really weird if you ask me. I don't know why that happened, but it's fine. It's not that there's an error. It's just that it's just VS Code. Alright, so this should get the group by the ID, so let's go ahead and test this out. So right now, I am logged in as Anson, and this should give me all the groups that I am in, right? Now if I do /groups, let me actually create a new endpoint real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and fix this. What's going on? I think we got an error, maybe. Nope, no error. Get group by ID. Interesting. Oh, wait. No, I have to get, yeah, I have to add that over here. Let's see, get group by ID. Group plus find one. That's really interesting. Oh, is it ID 4? Let's try 4. There we go. What made you want to make this application? Well, I was bored one day and I was like, I've never really built a chat app before. I've tried to, and I didn't really, and I kind of gave up on that project because I just got bored. And I was like, why don't I try recording a tutorial on how to make a chat app? I think that would do really well on YouTube. But then like, maybe like 5 minutes into the recording, I was like, why don't I just stream myself making this application? And so last Sunday I was like, let me go ahead and stream, and lots of people liked it, and I was like, what, let's keep going, let's keep making this app. And I genuinely wanted to actually learn how to make a chat app. I've never done it before, and I think it'd be a lot of fun too. I don't know why, but I feel I can really trust any Indian with a tech problem, to be honest, not scammers. This app using Socket? Yes it is. We're using Socket.io. Socket.io. Okay, so let me also do one more thing. This where. Let's get the relations. So let's get the creator. Users. Yeah, so this should give us all the users. Perfect. What other apps have you made? So I've built a shop management system. So basically, I'll tell you a little bit about the project. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys want to see an old project that I worked on? Would you guys want to see that real quick? I don't mind showing you guys that project that I was working on a couple months ago. I can show you guys if you guys are interested. Actually, wait. I just realized. I think I may have. Actually, wait. I may have deleted it yesterday because right now I'm currently purging my entire. Yeah, I may have deleted. Actually, I can reopen it. Give me 1 second. I'll reopen it. Because yesterday I was actually purging my entire files because I'm gonna reformat my hard drive, my SSD soon, and the reason why is because I bought a new SSD, a PCIe 4.0 SSD, so it's gonna be a lot faster, and I haven't really installed Windows on it yet, so I need to install Windows. So yeah, I'll have to do that, but yeah, I'll show you guys. It shouldn't take too long, but I shouldn't have deleted it then, but it's fine. I'll show you guys real quick. So it's on Git right now, but I'll clone it real quick. But let me just go over here. So I think I really only need this. I think I really only need 3 of these projects, I think, and that should be fine. So let me just go over here, clone this repository. What's your opinion on breathing? I think it's just wasting air, to be honest. Yeah, that's true. Use OneDrive simple. My man speaks XQC fluently. Is it because I talk really fast? I'll zoom in a little bit, don't worry. Let me just clone all this crap. Yeah, this actually will be a little bit frustrating to set up because oh, actually, you know, I have my environment variables, so that's good. Okay, never mind. I have my environment variables. So I don't have to really worry. Okay, good. Why send space? Let me see if I can get the same script over here. I think it was start learner run start parallel was the name of the thing. How many languages got installed in your system? Like programming languages or because he likes when people talk? Awesome. Yeah, I love it when my chat talks to me because, like, you know, if it'd be really boring if my chat didn't talk, you know, because it's just more fun when everyone's talking together, everyone's, you know, contributing with to each other, you know. It's just a lot more fun than having like an empty chat, you know. Let me see. Start. Okay. So I think it should be fine. Let me just double check. Let me just make sure I'm running on the correct port. So I'm gonna move it to the other screen. I just cannot show. I can't really show the other screen. I can't really show you the environment variables because it has a lot of secrets in there. But it should be fine. All right, so I'm gonna do this real quick. Let me just move this here. Let me do this. So let me go over. Let me close this out and let me do this yarn start. Learn us. No, it's yarn start over here. Oh wait, I forgot to install. I forgot to run npm install. Give me 1 second. Bro, deploy this to Heroku once you've done this project. Probably not Heroku, but maybe I'll probably deploy to DigitalOcean. FBI secrets LMAO. Yeah, you never know. Sean Becker, yo, what's up, Sean Becker? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. Can you suggest us best course or video to learn React? I'm gonna be biased and I'm gonna recommend my own video course because I felt like I put a lot of effort into it, and I would definitely suggest it because you know, I think learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then learn React. Get good with React, and then move into backend, and then there you go. You're a front end. You're a full stack developer. But I would say don't worry about full stack right now. Learn front end first, and then learn back end. Yo, what's going on, Lulu? Welcome back to the stream. How are you? Nice to see you here again. I hope you're doing well. What features do you got planned for the chat app? Right now, we're working on a group feature. That's the next feature. If you look at my Asana board, you can see that right over here that I have my chat platform. So let's go over here. So basically right now, group chat system, I want a friend system, profile pictures, send button for message, attachments, and account settings page. These are just suggestions that I have that I'm not going to implement yet, but they're just in case I ever run out of ideas, we'll implement those. Is Ubuntu good? Ubuntu is pretty good. Versa for Next and Heroku for Nest or DigitalOcean platform for all. I personally would say DigitalOcean. Great stuff, but very few people programmers left to do stuff like this. Well, I'm glad, you know. Listen, if you're brand new here, you know, I really appreciate y'all for stopping by. You know, if this is your first time checking the stream, you know, definitely hit the like button. I really would appreciate it a lot because hitting the like button, what it does is it helps get our page it helps get our channel recommended to other people, and that means more people will watch, more people will enjoy the stream, and our goal is to reach many developers so that they can see us build apps together. They can learn from us. They can learn new things. We can help them with their development goals. That is our goal. So if you haven't already, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. It doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely free. And I would really appreciate that. I am from Hong Kong, and here my family is not that very much rich to buy a MacBook. That's why I prefer to buy one. Yeah, I would recommend buying like a Lenovo or a Dell. They're very affordable, or even a Chromebook. You know, a Chromebook would work really well. I work on servers mainly. However, I do all my code on VS Code on Windows. Quite a lot of my projects are pushed on GitHub. That's good. That means you have some good interactivity on your projects. Have you used Remix and Nest? I've used Next, but not Remix. I do really want to try Remix though. If so, which one do you recommend? I've used both, but not quite sure which one to go with. Honestly, I think Remix is actually still in development, so there's probably still a lot of features that it might be lacking. I'm not sure. That's just my guess. But I would say go with NestJS because it's actually really good. It's been maintained and developed for a real long time. And it's been out for a real long time. It's more stable. So I'd recommend going with Next. I'd recommend going with Next. Are you using Vite? I am not using Vite. I'm using just I'm just using React. Can I use React in Chromebook? Absolutely. I mean, I think Chrome OS is actually a fork of Linux, right? And you can download VS Code for Chromebook. So React is platform agnostic. You don't, you know, it doesn't matter what laptop you use. You can use React in anything as long as you can run Node. How long does it take to learn Next if I know React? This shouldn't take too long. Like it only took me like I only read the documentation and it took like a couple minutes. But I do have a video course on React on Next.js. So if you want to learn it, you are correct about Remix, Anton. I figured. Okay, so it's good that we're able to get all the groups right now, and we can get all the users. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so I think we're done with fetching the groups by ID. I think what we need to do next is we'll need to manage the front end to actually display all the groups that the user's in, and we also have to fetch the group. So what I'll do is I'll basically do this. Well, actually, I also need to add like validation too, so let me do this. You know what? Actually, no. I'll do this later. Give me a second. Let me write a commit message, fetch group by ID. By the way, if you guys are interested if this project is open source, this project is in fact open source. And if you want to know where you can find the code, I will tell you where you can find the code. Go over to github.com, go to my GitHub. Go over to my profile. The links are also in the description. The links for the Git repositories are in the description. So all you have to do is just go over to my GitHub, go over to chat platform NestJS, go to here, and you can basically find the code over here. And you can do whatever you want with it. You can start the repository, fork the repository, clone it, whatever you want. And I'm actively pushing updates to this repository. So I'd recommend you fork it and start, so that way every single time something happens to this project, you'll be able to get the latest updates and you'll be notified. So if you want to, you know, get the project, you can go on my GitHub and fork it and, you know, do whatever you want with it. So yeah, the links are in the description if you're interested. Can I web scrape with JS frameworks? You can. Remix is super nice to use though, however it is a bit harder to set up than Next.js, although both are extremely simple to get set up. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at Remix yet, but I definitely will. How much is your net worth? I probably won't say, because yeah, that is like another channel, that is kind of personal. I mean, listen, I'm not really a public figure, so I'm probably not going to say that. And it's not really anything worth saying anyways, so that's all you need to know. Let me see. This stock group. Okay, so basically what we want to do is we need to get the group, and then we also need other things too, I think. Let me see, what else do we need? Utils type param, conversate group. I think we also need last message sent. We will not query for messages though. Am I still running the app? I'm not. apps. Forget. Let me rerun this app real quick. Bro, when will you deploy? I'm eagerly waiting. I'm not gonna deploy yet. Not yet. Because I'm still working on it. Because deploying, I still have to set the server and everything, so. Yeah. Okay, so we will not fetch messages. We'll only fetch the messages. Let me do this. Creator we have, user we have, title we already have. Okay, perfect. You forgot your water break. You're right. Thanks for reminding me. Have you used Insomnia? And if so, what's the comparison between Insomnia and Postman? I have not. I have heard of it though. I've personally just always been using Postman. I'm like a boomer. Like I don't really like, you know, I just tend to use like the older technologies because I'm like a boomer, which is not necessarily good. But I have not used like Insomnia yet. Okay, so we're able to get the conversation. Okay, and from the I should say group, and from the group we'll fetch the messages knowing its ID. Okay, so this is good. So what we'll do is let me do this. I really do regret initializing this project with Lerna, because now I can't even see the changes that I made. But it's fine. So what I'll do is we'll have to go to the front end and we'll have to manage the front end now. Because what we want to do is we want to basically add like two buttons over here, like you know, click here for private, click here for a group, right? And I'm trying to think, how would we want to do that? Because you have the conversation page and we have the conversation sidebar. I think what I could do is I create another like element over here. Although I think it's going to be... Oh, that's interesting. Why doesn't it show up? Okay, so it's up there. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because... Yeah, that makes sense. I think what I need to do is I need to probably put this over here. Like maybe right over here. So I probably have to put this on top over there. Okay, that's fine. I'll probably start using it instead. Are you using Tailwind? No, I'm using styled components. Hey, how's it going? Yo, what's up, Aaron? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. I was once a Roblox dev a few years ago, but they won't sue or work on the random exploits free online, which ruins the experience for my players. Yeah, that's kind of whack. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll probably add like inside here. Okay, yeah, I think I'll do this. So I have like a component over here that will show group or conversations. So by default it'll be group. By default it'll be group. And now the question is, how do we know which one is selected? Well, let's I'm gonna slowly step away from Redux. I mean context, and we're just gonna go ahead and put everything in Redux, because typically what you do is right over here where you're rendering the sidebar. I mean, you could actually you don't even need to use Redux or context. You could just literally just create like some state over here and just use that to detect what the user is selected. But we'll use Redux though. Are you using a component library? I mean, I'm using style components. I'm using style components. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new slice. I don't want to name this because I really don't want to. Do I want to create a new slice or? Yeah, I'll just do this conversation. Or should I do this? I don't really know what to call this. I feel like I don't know what to call this, honestly. Let me see. Anson, have you ever developed on Roblox? I've never played Roblox, actually. But yeah, I've never developed Roblox before. I mean, I don't develop anymore, but I love Roblox platform, but someone aimbotting you isn't fun. Let's see. So const initial state. So by default we'll have private selected. Okay. By default we will have private selected. If you played CSGO, you know that, or OCD, or COD. I have played CSGO before. Yo, what's up, Wee Wee? How are you? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So we'll have one reducer, and that'll be to like change the type. So and then we'll basically use this reducer to update the state, so that way we'll know that the user selected group or private. What's your PC specs? Yeah, use the ! specs command, and that'll give you all my specs. Anson the developer, what is your opinion on exploiters in online games? I mean, if you're like someone who is, you know, finding exploits for a good reason to help the company improve their game, I think that is okay. But if you're someone who is downloading cheats and using it, I think that's not good. I mean, you know, coming from an online gamer, like, yeah, I don't really respect people who, you know, who hack. Like, there's a difference between people who actually, you know, are people who look for exploits in the game and report it to the developers and help them improve the game. And then there's people who actually download the hack and use it and then ruin the experience for other people. But yeah, I mean, I've played Overwatch before. I've played CS:GO, and I've played with those cheaters before. What can you do, you know? Do you have a job? And if you have, then how much do you earn from a job? That's a little bit personal, and I don't think I want to really answer that question. But all I'll say is that I make enough to support myself and to have the time to do what I love to do. So I do have a job, though. Yes, very grateful for it. But if you're really interested, just look up salaries on software engineering, and then that'll give you an idea. Select the type slice reducer. Like, they get an advantage. It doesn't have to ruin the experience. It's the winning with no sweat that pushes my buttons. Yeah, it's just really, really lame. But yeah, if you don't know, there's a website called levels.fyi, and you can just look up companies in the role, and it'll give you a good idea. Excuse me. Hiccup for a second. It'll give you a good idea of how much like developers get paid. Do you do algorithmic questions? Not really. I mean, I'm mostly just focused on front end dev. If I ever need to develop an algorithm, I would, but not really. I don't really worry about those things. I mean, I will if I need to, but like, I'm not like actively like doing that. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? I am under 25. Excuse me. I keep yawning all the time. What role do you have in your current job? I am currently a developer educator. So what I do is I educate customers on how to use our products, and we do that by writing, documentation for our products. We make sure that everything works. We make sure that customers can actually interpret our docs. We make sure we update the docs to the latest if something changes. Because of course, if the customers can't use the docs, then how are people going to want to pay for your services? It's like, for example, if you buy like a microwave, and the microwave, and you don't know how to use it, you're probably going to return it. So the more people and usually like you'll read the manual for the microwave. I mean, microwaves are pretty easy to use, but let's say rice cooker or like a air fryer. If the manual that you give for the people that isn't like comprehensible, like they're just going to return the product. And before I go, what are the last things at the end of the websites, and what do they do? Those are called, those are just domain names. Like the domain like .com, .org, .io, they're just domain origins. Bro, how can I stay focused as you in this computer science? Find habits that work for you for studying. Like, for example, if you can it does take some time. I will say it does take some time to find those habits, right? Like, if you aren't good at studying, you have to find out what works for you. You have to find out what distracts you. You have to find out what distracts you in general, right? And if it distracts you, then you have to take it away. If it doesn't, then it takes some time. Like, there's no real easy way to there's no real easy answer, but to just figure out what works for you. Like, for example, if you feel like your phone is distracting you all the time, put your phone in a different room. If you feel like you can get work done only in the morning, wake up early and get work done, and don't do work at the nighttime. Things like that, right? It takes some time to figure out. Do you have your own website? I do, but I'm actually working on a new feature. Like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to implement. I want to implement a blog for my website, and I want to write I want to write my own tutorials. Like, I want to write tutorials basically. But I've been looking into Strappy or like some other content management system to see if I can get it done that way. But I haven't really been putting much effort into that yet. What do you think about Angular? I think Angular is a great framework. All right, see you later, another channel. Staying focused is a skill you have to learn over time. You have to unlearn bad habits to take away your attention. Yep, that's exactly it. That is exactly it. Not sure what's going on with my state right now. There we go. Okay, so you can see by default, the state is set to private. And what we need to do is whenever the user clicks on group, it will just change it to group. So what we need to do is this. We need to create a selector, of course. So I'll do that real quick. Let's see. Are you able to invert a binary tree? I could probably learn how to do it, but I don't think I've done it for a while. I think I may have done it a while ago. I'm not sure because it's been so long since I've really touched binary trees, honestly. I probably don't even need a selector because what I could probably do is I could probably just do this. So if I go over to let's see. Let me develop the component first. Hello, I'm back. How are you all? Yo, what's up, Prakruthi? Prakruthi. Welcome back to the stream. How are you? How are you doing? Tell us your funniest joke. Let me see. I don't think I can think of a joke right now. I'm not that much of a comedic person, if I'm being honest with you. Conversation selected, style. I'm not really much of a comedic person. Sorry, man. Sometimes I wish I was funny. Let me see. Conversation like the style, and what I want to do is I think what I'll do is I'll style it. I mean, okay, let's see. There's private, group. Is there any other type of message we should have? I mean, I could maybe have like message. I don't know. I don't want to overthink it right now. We'll only have 2 for now. So we'll set the width to 100%. Will that do anything? Where are you from? I'm from America. Okay, I think that's all I'll do. Let's do this. So we have these 2 things. I definitely want them to be a flex. I definitely want it to be a flex box. Or no, I think I'll do justify content center. And I'll do gap 10 pixels. Bro, have you thought of building projects like hotel management or school management or shop management? I built a shop management system. I was actually showing it earlier on the live stream. Hotel management, yes, I actually consider that. School management, not really. I love this kind of live. Well, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you all like this live stream. Let's see. So let me do some padding. I want some padding inside. I do want this to be colored, so... Is there any software... Is there any better software than VS Code? I mean, I guess WebStorm? WebStorm, maybe? Yo, what's up, La Red Gamer? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So in front end, the thing that I'm creating is called a pill, and I'll show you why they call it a pill. Because it's gonna look like a pill. Like, you see how I'm rounding the edges? All right, take it easy, Star. Thank you so much for stopping by, and yeah, I'll see you. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. Kamlesh, welcome to the stream. Lared Game, welcome to the stream. Loose, welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome all the new people to the stream. How are you all doing? We got a lot of new people here today. Every single day we're getting new people, man. If you're brand new to the stream, if you're brand new to the channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Anson. You know, I'm a developer. I make YouTube videos where I teach people how to code with modern frameworks such as React, NestJS. I've done videos on GraphQL. I've done videos on lots of Discord bots. That's how I started YouTube in the beginning. Was I made a lot of Discord bot videos before. I've done right now. We're currently working on Minecraft plugins and Java Discord bots. Needless to say, like, our channel is not super diverse, but we're making it as diverse as possible. I've done videos teaching people how to make API requests to the YouTube Data API. I've done videos on how to set up Google OAuth 2. I've done videos showing people how to do OAuth 2 with Discord. Lots of different things. And
what we've recently been doing was we've recently been making live streams and just building projects. So right now, for the past 8 days, we've been building this chat application, and we've made lots of progress. As you can see that the chat application is working really well, right? I'm able to send messages and they're able to receive it, right? So it's been working out really well. And we pretty much stream every single day, or almost every single day. And if you're brand new and if that's what interests you, you know, feel free to subscribe. And I would really appreciate it. It costs absolutely nothing. And make sure if you're brand new, if you have not joined the Discord server yet, make sure you join the Discord server. Because if you're not in the Discord server, you know, you're missing out on chatting with everyone else. You're missing out on getting help with your code problems. You're missing out on contributing to our community of wonderful people. So I would recommend you join it. The link is in the description, or you can just use the Discord command. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. Yo, what's up, Michael? Bye. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? School management sites are fun until you get to the part where you make the staff pages, and most importantly, the system that organizes certain classes into certain rooms for the semester. Good. I am coding too. 1 sec. I'm going to sub. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I think there was a trick in CSS to put border radius as 100 Vmax to make it apply at all screen sizes. Let me try that. Life of Mo. Welcome to the stream, Life of Mo. How are you guys? Welcome to the stream. If you haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you like the stream as well, because it definitely helps us with the algorithm. I would really appreciate it a lot. We're at 96 likes right now. Yeah, make sure you like the video, because it would really help out a lot. Get ourselves recommended to other people as well, and help us hit the algorithm. I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, so let me just continue with this. I'm going to change the color a little bit, because I don't really like the color. That's a little bit too dark. Let's try something a little bit lighter. Give me 1 second. Can we make a camera app and web with React? Of course you can. Can you make a bot dashboard like for Discord? But I've done that before. I've done it before. You can check my channel. I've actually done like I think about 3 different series on dashboards before, actually. Yeah. No, you're fine, man. Like, yeah, you're absolutely fine. I figured I'd mention it because maybe you haven't seen it yet, but it's okay. Yeah, definitely check it out though. They're still up to date. Like, even though Discord released a new version, they're still up to date. Wow, we went from 96 likes to 101 likes. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. We went from 96 to 101, man. You guys are absolutely awesome. What is your backend, and are you using GraphQL? Right now, we are not using GraphQL, but our backend is NestJS. NestJS. Okay, so I think what I'll do is, by default, I want the colors to be... here, let me do this real quick. Let me do padding, top, bottom, 20 pixels, 0. And I'll also give it a background color. What is the benefit of Nest? It's just an overall great framework because it just provides many utilities. It provides lots of features that are not there in Express. It does a lot of overhead for you, and it just makes it a lot easier for anyone to develop applications. I've been using it for about a year consistently, and I like it a lot. I mean, I discovered it about like 2 years ago, but I've been using it actively for about 1 year, and I absolutely love it a lot. I can't complain. It's MVC. It has controller, service, repository, pattern, DTOs, serialization. Everything is built in. It's built on top of Express. It's amazing. I think what I'll do is, let me do this. Let me set the background color to maybe 14, 14, 14. I definitely want it to be a different color than this. Although it is a little bit hard to see, but maybe I could give it like a border 1px solid. And maybe I'll add like a little a border on the bottom. And then what I'll do is, instead of giving this a background color, what I can do is I can do maybe something like border, give it a border, Do something like that. Sometimes I have an error with Mongo. Then it won't continue. Then it won't connect the files, or then the hosting, and also just the network access to the bot can use it. Weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Can you please prefer some frameworks or for camera app in React? I've never really built a camera app before, but I know Twilio Video is something that you can look into. Twilio Video is something that you can look into for a camera app. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. That's a little bit vague, but you have to let me know what you're trying to do with the app itself. Then I can tell you exactly what you could do. I don't really like the border on this though. I mean, just Google, all you have to do is just Google React camera, and then you'll find a lot of results. I've never done it before, so I can't really recommend you. One. I would if I knew one, I would, but yeah. So take snaps. Yeah, I guess I don't know if Twilio Video would be helpful with that though, because Twilio Video is more for like video chat. I really don't like the border radius on this, to be honest with you. It looks really weird. But can I do something different? Like, can I do 1 EM? Oh no, that's too much. That's a little bit better. My system not aligned to stream while coding, and I will get 14 M1 Pro. See you soon. Nice, you're getting a new laptop. Congrats. The M1 Pro, you're gonna absolutely love the new M1 Pro. I usually code with JavaScripts only most of the about this dashboard, and TypeScript, but I can try. TypeScript, I mean, there's a dashboard tutorial from like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago. It's still pretty relevant. The only difference is that you would have to just make sure that you use Discord.js 14. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll probably do maybe 1 EM. And I guess, you know, let me try changing the border radius. Maybe the border radius is kind of trash. Nah. And what I want to do is when I select, yeah, I guess what I'll do is when I select one of them, let me do this. Let me set the padding, top and bottom. Let me do 8 pixels. I appreciate your work. You're being nice with the viewers and answering to our questions. Great, thank you. Of course, of course. Any questions that you guys have, I am here to answer it. Like, listen, like, it's one thing. Yes, I am coding, but I also don't mind answering your questions. Because you know that's the whole point of streaming. Like, that's the only reason why I'm streaming. I'm building my project, and I'm also talking to you guys as well. I'm having fun. I checked the M2 Air, but throttle problem not for me. I hope I like it. You'll like it. I bought my Mac 8 months ago, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I don't regret buying it. Okay, so what we'll do is, and also I think I will not make it justify center. I'll probably just make it. Should I make it justify center or? I don't really like it like that though. Let me do, maybe, I mean, I could maybe do this. Just for the padding. 22 pixels. Yeah, I think what I'll do it like this for now. I'll do it like this. So inside, let me do padding 20 pixels. Yeah, I will do it like this. So when you click on private and group, okay. So by default, it should be private. So we'll need a prop to tell if it's selected or not. So let's do this. Export type conversation selected. Okay, and how do we know if it's selected? Well, so over here, what you have to do is you have to pass in this prop. Give me 1 second. Selected equals. So basically, what you would need to do is you would need to get the let me see. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, I think I know what I'll do. Let me do this. Const. Let me do this. Yeah, I think I'll do it like this. This will make it a lot easier. Antisocial, welcome back to the stream. Nice to see you here. Is it hard to develop a native app with database integration? I wouldn't say it's hard, but like if you learn it, you can definitely develop it. Development society building GraphQL backend and using Flutter on front is better, I think. And so I think what I'll do is I'll create another custom style. So let's do this. Const conversation. So let me move this. Now we need the class. And then we'll add the props to this div over here. One thing I hate about coding UI is alt tabbing every few seconds. I feel like I'm getting triggered after 20 minutes of doing it over and over. Yeah, I can agree with that. Are you familiar with UI UX? In your experience, what is harder to debug, front or back end? I feel like maybe back end might be harder. I don't know. I've never really thought of it that way before, you know, but I would say backend maybe. Have you ever used NestJS I18N? I have not. I'm assuming that's for localization. So selected equals chat.type equals. And so what we need to do is we need to get the selected value. So we can just use const. So we can use this to get the type. Okay, and then what you could do is this selected type. So what we'll do is selected equals chat.type equals selected type. And if they're equal, that means that we'll give it some styling. Why you not make interface for chat types? I think it's good practice if you use TS. Let me see. What are you talking about? If you're talking about this custom type, I only did it because it was only 2, but of course, like I was gonna do that anyways. I mean, I have all my types over here, you know. Like it's not like we're not using types. I'm full stack. I'm full stack, and I'd rather do backend all day. How did you learn software engineering? I I basically taught myself HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I used my knowledge that I learned from Java to learn web dev and Discord bots, and then from there, I just kind of like kept on going and going and going. I learned Vue.js. That was the first framework that I learned, as well as Express. Those are the two frameworks that I first learned. And yeah, it just became. From there on, I just never stopped learning. Like I always had the desire to learn new things, and it just never stopped. And yeah. Yo, welcome back, Star. How are you? Okay, so watch this. Let's go over here. Let's take this. Let's move this here. Okay, so what I'll do is we're gonna access the prop now. So let's do this. Hey, what's new since yesterday? Well, right now we're working on the UI. We're trying to add, we're trying to allow the user to select private and group. So let's do this. So if props not selected, so we'll set the background color. So background color. So if props are selected and then what I'll do is I'll do this. So watch this. Right now I'm gonna make the color a little bit lighter so you can see it. So you can see right now private is currently selected. Obviously it doesn't look nice. What color should I use? Like should I use a purple color maybe? The border looks really weird though. I'm not gonna lie, the border does look kind of weird. I mean, I could also change the border color too, but hopefully get the idea. When you select the conversation type, it's going to say that. Maybe I'll do like a white color maybe. Actually, let me do this. I mean, for that array, why you not do this chat type, and then define array with objects and value? There's no need to because it already infers the type already. I mean, if you're talking about why don't I create a custom type like this, type chat type, blah blah. I mean, I could do that, but like, I literally just did it. I literally just did it that way just to test it out. So specializing in something is never bad. Front end, back end are never needed everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I would say specializing in just front end and backend would be able to land you a good job in the market 100%. Okay, so for some reason now this doesn't want to work. Why is this not working? Props not selected. The current it was private. Oh wait, I know why. Hold on. There we go. There we go. You like how it looks so far? Thank you. I appreciate that. And what's up? What's up, Batty? How are you? BDDY. Is it a BD? I don't know what it's. Is it Batty, Buddy? What is it? Or just BDDY? Yeah. So I don't really like the color though. I'll probably maybe look up something on. I don't know. Let me change. Maybe I'll change the border as well. Maybe. Shortened since Buddy was practically taking all platforms. Gotcha, gotcha. White BG and black text. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that too. Kind of. Maybe what I'll do is I'll set the font weight as well. Maybe font weight. No, that looks really ugly. Yeah, no, that's really ugly. Anson, is Linux and networking important in your full stack? I mean, I would say, like, if you want to get into servers, like, if you want to get into deployment, understanding the basics of, like, Linux is fine. Are you using WebSocket for the chat? Yes, we are using WebSocket. We're using Socket.io. It looks like Discord clone. Yeah, it looks pretty similar to Discord. Are those tabs private group? Yes. So right now, I'm trying to style this right now, but I don't really like the color of the text, so maybe I'll make it a little bit less darker. Or maybe it's just the font. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like the font. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't like the font. I don't know. But it's whatever. I don't know. Maybe I don't like the font. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can just do it like this. So the default background color will be... Yeah, I guess I'll leave it like this for now. And I'll probably look up some other design and see if I could think of something better. We'll leave it like this for now. Right now, what I want to do is I want to make it so that when we click on either one of these, it's supposed to dispatch an action to update from private to group. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So on click, handle. Function over here. So what we'll do is we'll dispatch an action. So let's do const dispatch. Let's use dispatch. And we'll basically just dispatch this reducer update type. So this is a reducer that is going to be imported from the selected slice. And we're basically just going to update the type. And all we have to do is just do this state.type equals action.payload. And action.payload is just going to be either type group or private. So let me do this. Let me actually type annotate this real quick. So let's do export type conversation type equals group private. And I will have to change this up here from conversation to conversation type. And that means I have to go into every single one of my code and change that reference. So I have to go everywhere in my code and change this. Let me import this. And that's going to API.ts. I think that should be fine. Yeah, I think this should be fine. I just want to make sure everywhere else there's no issues. So the Redux is fine. Let's see. Conversation. There we go. Helpers.ts. Conversation sidebar. Okay, I think that should be fine. So what I'll do is conversation type is group or private. I'll take this. I'll go over here and I'll type annotate it with this. Okay. Set the type to private. There we go. And then action will be payload action, conversation type. And then now all you have to do is just pass in group or private. And we want to dispatch the one that was selected. So when I call this function, I guess what I'll do is this. I'll pass in chat. And the type of this is just going to be chat type. So I will create a type for this too. Give me 1 second. Do I have a file called constants? Do you use React Router? I do. No, I'm just gonna do it like this. Wait, hold on. What do I want to call this? Conversation type. Alright, so now in our array we can just do type private, label private. So basically just same thing over here. So I can remove this, import chat types from constants, and I could type annotate conversation type data like that. Whoops. And all we have to pass in is just chat dot type. And now I'll update the chat type. Okay, so this will dispatch it to our, and it will call the reducer. So let me show you. So over here, all we just do is state that type because action not payload, and we know action not payload is just a string. Okay, and so watch this. So now let's refresh. Okay. Wait. Okay, so watch this. If I click group, it's going to select group. If I click private, it's going to select private. If I go over... Yep, it's going to work fine. Now, obviously, we need to make it so that if we select group, it will show all group messages. What's going on over here? Oh, I need to add some padding, or not padding, but box sizing to this. There we go. That can serve that. Okay, perfect. So yeah, if it's private, select private. It's group. And now look at the Redux store real quick. Let me open up the Redux store. Or I should say Redux Dev Tool. So right now it's private. If I click on group, you're going to see it says group. So I select private group. You can see that it's being on. You can see that it's being dispatched. So it's good. So it's working fine. So now we're able to distinguish between private and group, okay, which is good. And so what we'll do is whenever the user selects group, we want to render all of the group messages. Whenever the user selects private, we want to render all the private messages. So here's the problem though, right? The problem is that here's the problem. We don't want to necessarily refetch the data every single time because we have everything in the store. We already have everything saved in Redux already. Right? So for example, like if it's the first time when I fetch, by default it's gonna fetch private. It's gonna fetch private, right? But if we select group, then it should fetch group. But what if I click on private again? What should happen then? Right? Should it refetch the messages? I think it should, honestly, because you know, like because you want to avoid stale data. Because if the user changes like between the state between private and group, right? Like you don't want to have stale data. So I think it should refetch the messages, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Check Discord. Let's take a look. Oh, that looks really nice, actually. That looks really nice. That looks really nice. Yeah, so I think if I select group, it should fetch group. If I select private, it should private. Will you save this live after I would watch this instead movie? Yeah, the live stream will be here. Don't worry, the live stream will be here. I always keep the live streams on. Let me see. Yeah, I actually like what you did with the private and group. That actually looks really nice. I'll probably change that later, probably like maybe tomorrow. Let me do this. Can you DM it to me? DM it to me, so that way I can save it for later. And tomorrow I'll modify that later. Yo, Star, thank you so much for joining as a member, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Yeah, so send it to me via DM. Or actually, if you want, you can also send it in the YouTube member chat, like the members only chat. If you want to send it there, and ping it to me, because it's because I just don't want it to get lost. You know, you can send it to me there, ping me, and I will do it first thing tomorrow. Because right now I want to make sure that we have a good basis of switching between private and group. Because by default it's going to fetch private, which is fine. When I click on group, it should also fetch the group messages. When I click on private, it should fetch private messages. So that is what I guess that's what I would need to figure out. But I want to do it in an efficient way, you know, because I could make it so that whenever I click on group, it'll refetch it, right? And it'll update the store, which won't be too bad. But the problem here is that, like, you know, what if the user has scrolled a bunch and because we are going to add pagination at some point, right? We are going to add pagination at some point. So if we add pagination and if we refetch it, it's going to override the older values, right? And so what I'm thinking is like, well, instead of refetching, why don't we figure out what the last conversation was fetched, and we can fetch it. But then again, that would be really hard. Let me see. But yeah, Stars, send me a DM. Yeah, I gotcha. I just got it. Alright, thanks. I made it in Figma. Yeah, just screenshot it to me. Or send me the screenshot. And I'll do it first thing tomorrow. And if I forget, just yell at me and remind me to do it. I'll do it. I'm kidding. But I'll remember. Don't worry, I'll remember it. You know what? I'll put it on my Asana to do. Why don't I do that? To dos. Add to task. Improve group / private tab pills. Let's put it over here. That'll be the first thing on my to do. There we go. Alright, so now the next thing is fetching the data. So if I click on group, it should fetch me all the group conversation. If I click on private, it should fetch me private. And of course, we should only render it based on which one selected. So let me show you this. So here's what I'll do. Let me go over here. And let's do this. So right now we're rendering all the conversations right over here. Okay. And so what we want to do is we want to check the type. So over at conversation sidebar is where we are rendering all of the conversations, right? And so what we want to do is we want to make it so that, okay, if the current selected I'll show you. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and do this. So we'll do if select the conversation type is equal to Oh wait, there we go. Okay, so if it's equal to, hold on. Okay, so if it's equal to private, then render this. If it's equal to this, then render empty array. So for example, I click on group, see how nothing shows up? See? But the question is, if I click on group though, I think it should refetch. So I think what happens is inside this component, whenever we select, right? Whenever we change the, whenever we change it, we should update the state as well. We should probably refetch the data for the correct, so right now we're able to toggle between private and group, and we should refetch the data, right? Because right now we are only fetching private by default. I mean, we could also fetch the group chats too. We could also do that as well. I could also do that as well. So what I could do is like I could fetch the private chats, and I can also fetch the group chats together simultaneously, and I can save it to the state, and yeah, I could do something like that. You should put your user info at the bottom right, such as the username, activity. Yeah, I'll probably do that like somewhere over, like I'll do it somewhere. Don't worry, I'll do it somewhere. I will be right back real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna use the bathroom to get some water. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm back. What does tovarish mean? I know rabatayat means to work, but I don't know what tovarish means. And what's up, Jujamba? How are you? Hi, Anson. What are you working on today? Right now, we're working on private and group chat. So we have these two tabs working, and now we just need to make sure we're rendering, all the group conversations. So we need to fetch the conversation. So basically, yeah, I think every single time we select, we'll update the state. We'll basically refetch the data over and over again, but it will actually mess up pagination, in my opinion. USSR. Currently going to private group and messages and grab water. Yeah. Gotcha. So, let's see. Okay. Yeah, so I think a couple things I need to do is whenever the conversation is selected, we'll need to update the state and we'll need to refetch data, but that will actually mess up the pagination. So I think what we'll need to do is, if we're using pagination, we'll need to keep track of like the user's pagination status. And I think what we'll do is we'll just refetch all the conversations, because like right now we are not using pagination, but obviously later on we'll need to implement pagination, because you're not going to fetch all the conversations from the database all at once, right? So I think what we need to do is we'll need to save the state of the of the user's pagination, right? And then what we'll do is when we click between, we'll need to refetch it with update it with the correct pagination fields. So I'll probably do that later though, but right now we'll just make it so that, let's just make it so that we can actually fetch the groups. So I think what I'll do is I will go ahead and do this. So where am I fetching all the conversations? I am fetching them inside. I believe I'm fetching them inside here. Yep. So in the conversation page, I'm calling fetch conversations thunk. Okay. So I guess what we'll do is we will go ahead and do this. So, yeah, we'll probably do this. So let's go inside here. So in terms of conversations, I think we'll need to create a new store, a new slice. So because we're not going to combine conversation slice with groups and then message slice. So what we'll do is we'll create two new ones. We'll do group slice.ts, and then we'll create a group slice. So, and then we'll create the same thing for message. So let's do this. So let's do export interface group state. So I'll have to create a group type real quick. Give me 1 second. What else? Let's go to the back end. Let's look at group.ts. So we will have users, but that only consists of one user. Because we're only fetching the group, we're not really concerned about this, so we'll have the creator. Messages will be an empty array as well. Created at will be a numeric value. Last message sent will be a message type. Last message sent. This really should be a numeric value. I don't know why it's a date. But that's something that I'll have to fix later. So let's import group. So group state. Okay, that will pretty much be it. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and create a slice. So export const group slice. Let's do const initial state, group state, groups empty array, perfect. Oh, wait, it's group array. There we go. All right, and then for reducers, we'll leave that alone for now. What we'll do is we'll just export default groups slice dot reducer. And then we'll also do export const group slice actions. All right, and so we'll need to create a thunk for this. So what I'll do is this. So we'll need to create a thunk to actually fetch the data. So export const fetch groups thunk equals create async thunk. The name will be groups fetch. And then we'll need to return an API call. So we'll go into api.ts. We'll create a function called get groups. And I think we don't even need any, yeah, we don't need to do anything except for just fetch the API and call axios.get URL slash groups and just pass in config. So I can just do, I'll call this fetch groups, honestly. And I'll rename this as fetch groups API. What's your opinion on New Zealand? In what context? I mean, I don't have like much of an opinion on them. I think it's a beautiful country though. Like I've seen like some pictures of it. It's really beautiful over there, and I'd love to visit maybe someday. But I don't know when that day is. Why are you from New Zealand? Let's see. Oh, nice. So it's probably like what, 7 or 8 p.m. over there, right? Yeah, I really want to travel more. Maybe someday I'll go there. Who knows? Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Who knows when that day will be. But no, it really is beautiful over there, though. It really is beautiful over there. Like, it is very beautiful over there. Yo, what's up, Ahmed? How are you? 1 a.m. Wow. So it's like... Damn. Yeah, and it's... Wow. So it's like what, like, Damn, that is... Wow. Yo, not much, Ahmed. How's it going for you? How's everything going for you? I hope all is well for you, man. Okay, so we dispatched fetch group thunks, and then what we need to do next is we need to go ahead and handle the case where it's been fulfilled. So watch this. How did I do it? Over here. So fetch groups thunk upon fulfilled. And let me just go over here and type annotate this to return a group. There we go. And then so what I can do is just state.groups equals action.groups, which is just an array of groups. So what I'll do is I'll console log action.payload.data, and then I'll console log state.groups. That's good to hear, Ahmed. I'm glad everything is okay. Alright, so let's go over here and let's just go ahead and let's just refresh the page. And oh wait, what's going on? Did it not fetch the Oh wait, I have not registered. I'm silly. I haven't registered it. I haven't registered our reducer yet. So we have to go over to index. There, that should fix that. Alright, now we should refresh. There we go, and you can see that it's being logged. Okay, we have the original value that's coming from the API, and we have the updated state. So if you look at the state over here, you can see that now we have groups. Okay. There we go. Users, title. There we go, and you can see that they're all there, and we can render it if we want to. So for example, what we'll do is when we click on, so we'll either render conversations.map or groups. Okay, so we'll also use a selector, so const groups equals use selector. Do I use Linux? Not really. I mean, I have VirtualBox and I have Linux installed on there, but yeah, I don't really use I don't really use Linux that much, honestly. So what we'll do is we'll render groups dot map, and then you can just do whatever you want. So here's what I'll do. For now, let me put this empty array. And I want to actually move all of this stuff into its own component. Conversation sidebar item. I feel like all this stuff should belong in a different component. Yeah, let me do this. Let me do this. What keyboard do you use? I use the Discord keyboard. I use the Discord keyboard. The Discord keyboard is the one that I use. Yeah, just Google Discord keyboard and you'll see it pop up. Discord has a keyboard. Yes, they do. It was the one from Snow's Giving. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll return. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll basically just do this, so... Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll move this all the way inside here and we'll pass in some props. I'll need an on-click, so I'll probably do an on-click inside here, so I'll just pass in the key. We'll need the conversation, of course. Conversation. I think that's about it, so let's do react.fc props. Is it any good? I like it a lot. I love the keyboard. I actually really enjoy using it. It's really smooth. I'm actually thinking about getting a new keyboard though. And we'll need to, I think this is a function that okay, yeah, let me make this a helper function. So let's go over here. This function might actually be the same thing that this does. Yeah, this is literally the same function. Yep, it's the same function. So I think I could just call, I could just do this. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's fine. We need to pass in user. Okay, and key. Well, I don't think I'd have to pass in the key for this, do I? Yeah, I do. Hold on, let me do this. So let's just move this here. And let me also just call What's up, Ali? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How are you doing, my friend? I think React is going to throw an error. Okay. So, cool. So we have all this working. Okay. It's rendering the conversations. Good, good, good. I like it. I like it. All right. And now what we want to do is we want to render the groups. So all we need to do is just pass in groups.map group. And then I guess we could render the same thing because groups really, like the sidebar item is really going to look exactly the same. The only difference is that if it's a group, let me see. If it's a group, then that means, let me see. Yeah, honestly, actually, I'll make it a different item. I'll change it to conversation group item. Yeah, I'm gonna change it to something else. It'll copy the same style, but like because the thing is like we're not gonna have like recipient anymore. We're gonna have a title. Avatar, everything except for this is going to be different. But I want to avoid creating multiple. So I think what I could do is I could probably pass in item instead of conversation, and I could do conversation or group like this, right? Yo, Arjun, welcome to the stream. Why are you not using the npm package type ORM naming strategies? It's much easier than naming the columns yourself. Never heard of it before. Same here, even though I will migrate to Svelte as of today in a project of mine. It's faster and lighter. I'll try Svelte sometime, or Vite. I haven't tried it yet. Is there a way to tell if this item is a conversation? How do you check if this is a conversation? Yeah, that's the problem. Because we don't know. Let me see. Do you watch Fireship? I do. Well, I mean, I only started subscribing to him again, but I used to watch his videos before. But I subscribed to him again because I want to like stay up to date with like, you know, what's new and stuff. Curious to know how you will solve the part of sending an image from the clipboard directly in the message bar, like WhatsApp and Telegram. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll just create a new component real quick. So which is faster, npm or yarn? I think yarn is definitely faster. Okay, so I can get rid of this, and I can get rid of this. Cool. Alright, and I'll get rid of this and this. Alright, so I'll also create, copy the CSS. Are you going to use WebSockets? We already are using WebSockets. Okay, alright, so this is just for now. We'll fix it up a little bit there. It's new amazing alternative to Storybook. It's much faster. I hope developers keep updating it. I'll look into that. Are you making custom CSS or a package such as Tailwind? I'm just using custom CSS in my Oh, Uber was the one that developed it. Interesting. Okay, so let's see if this works. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the conversation. So, where is it? We need to go back to the conversation sidebar. And over here, what we'll do is groups.map group. And we'll pass in group sidebar item. Like that. We'll pass in the key. And then converse, and then group. That. And let's see if it renders. Okay, so it's rendering. Perfect. So now I can toggle between groups and private. And if I do something here, okay, perfect. It's still going to use the same state. Of course, we need to refetch the data. Otherwise, it's going to be stale data. Well, I mean, like, I guess you don't really need to refetch the data. The reason why is because what happens, right, is like we are receiving live events from the WebSocket. So we're able to just get the latest events from the WebSocket server. So anything that needs update will just literally be done through the WebSocket. So I don't really think we need to really bother refetching, to be honest with you. But we can see that we have our group chats. And obviously if I click on it, nothing happens right now. Right? Because we need to implement that. But we can see that it clearly works. So we're able to render it differently on the UI, which is good. Now, of course, we're going to have to render the title. Because we don't have a title right now. But we'll configure that later. We still also need to create like a form for the user to actually create the group. Otherwise, we're not going to get it to work. As a front-end dev of 5+ years and making custom CSS for years, I'd pick Tailwind any day over writing from scratch. I've never really used Tailwind before, so I can't really speak on that behalf. But at some point, I will probably try it out. Because I still don't know what Tailwind is, you know? Like, everyone talks about it. I still don't really know what it is. And I don't really know how it compares to style components. But me personally, like, I just like making CSS from scratch because I think it's good practice for me. And it gives me an understanding of how, like, you know, to properly, like, style things, you know? But I know for a fact that once I get better and better, I'll probably start, you know, making my... I actually really want to make my own CSS library with Storybook, but I haven't really gotten a chance to do that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a look at Tailwind though. I'll probably take a look at it maybe like some other time, because people keep recommending it, and I'll definitely consider it. Yo, what's up, Vincent? Welcome back. How are you? Do an animation when you change between the private and the groups. You have to try it out. It's a live server. Yeah, I'll definitely try it out. It's essentially a bunch of built-in classes, so all your styling is in the HTML tags. Tailwind has custom attributes allowed, but its built-in classes are amazing. All right, I'll try it out. You know, I'm not afraid to try it out. It's just like, you know, I just haven't really had the time to really consider trying it out yet. But I bet you that I'll probably really like it a lot if I try it out. Because the thing is, like, you'll never know when you'll like something until you try it out, right? Like, until you try something out, how will you know? Like, how will you know if you like or hate something until you try it out? So I'll definitely try it out, though. I'll definitely try it out. But yeah, we can toggle between private and group. So now all we need to do is the same thing that we do when we click on this. Though I think what should happen is that when I click on group, you know, now that I think about it, I feel like what should happen is if I click on group, it should really navigate us to conversations. I mean, it should navigate us from conversations to groups is what I think should happen. You know, I think we should do that instead. Let me see. If I click on groups, it should navigate us to group. You know, I might actually do this offline because I don't really like the route setup right now. Let me look at my routes real quick. So what if I did this? So right now we have route conversations. So what if I added another route? But the only issue is that I would need like another sidebar, and do I want to do it that way? I don't know. But then they would have to refetch everything again. So, are you gonna support embed messages in the app? My friend recommended I should, so I'll try it. Yo, what's up, Lucas? How are you? Welcome to the stream. You can also install plugins for most editors that allows autofill. Are the messages saved in a database? Yes, they are. Wow, chat is popping off today. Chat is popping off today. And it's 6 a.m. here too. Usually after like 6 a.m. it's like pretty dead, but chat is popping off today, which is amazing. Honestly, I think I might do it like this between groups and conversations. I don't really like that though, but honestly, I might actually just change. You know what? Honestly, I don't think I should do that. I think what I'll do instead is like I'll create like an extra route. Like maybe like something like I'll create a sublet like route/groups. You know, and this will navigate you to the groups page. But I don't know, like it feels really weird because we definitely need to change. Yeah, you know, I think we definitely need to change the route parameter. Or do we? I think we should. React blows away from strong tooling. Yeah, I think honestly I might actually move this to a different page. So we'll have conversations separate from groups. Entirely separate. I think that would be a lot better, in my opinion. But the only issues with that would be if you are in a group chat and you want to see conversations that you want to see your private messages being sent. They're on different pages, so you need to worry about. You need to consume. I guess it wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't be that bad, but yeah, I don't know. But I think we've done a lot today, honestly. Like we've accomplished a lot, which is good. Yeah, I think we've done a lot today. But yeah, I think definitely though, we definitely want to make it so that it pushes the user to the groups page instead of private, you know? I think that would be way better. Like you'll push the user to the groups page. So let me show you real quick. So let's do this. Let's create a route called groups. And it'll be the exact same setup with the exact same structure. It'll just be for groups. You know? It'll just be for groups. So what happens is... let's try this. There you go. See how it's the same structure? Because we have the route defined now. And I think what I should do is if I were to select... Let's go here. Whenever I select, I should actually dispatch to update the state as well as navigate the user to groups. So watch this. So let's do const navigate. Let's navigate. And let's do navigate / groups. Like that. So watch this. So let's just refresh the page. What's going on here? Okay, if I click group, it's gonna bring me to /groups. Actually, that's not what I wanted. Oh wait, I wanted. Whoops. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think I need to do /groups actually. Try this again. There we go. So now it brings us to groups, and it's gonna have its own page and everything. And when you select a group, it should show you a group. So I'll probably do that tomorrow because, you know, this is kind of like some boring stuff that I'll probably just do later, early in the morning. But we made a lot of progress, though. I'm home soon. Gonna watch the stream. Yo, what's up, James? How are you? Welcome back to the stream. Nice to have you here. Oh, man, we've been streaming for 3 hours. It's 6:33 a.m. right now. But welcome, everyone, to the stream. Yeah, I am a backend dev. How I learned front end dev, I just started with anything. I started with movie app and then with a chat platform. You also mentioned stale data on the tab system. Yeah, if you have new message on each tab, it should load in new messages. Yeah, since we're listening to WebSocket events, it's just going to populate the state, which is fine. But that also might be a bad thing too. But I think it's fine because, you know, what I want to do is I want to add like a number. So for example, if you're on the group tab and you're not on the private tab, right? It's going to keep showing you how many new messages you received. That'll actually be pretty hard to implement, I think. Maybe. Because how we would need to distinguish whether or not we're on group or private. I guess what you could do is you can get the location of the user, and if the user's on the group tab, you can just add like a number here. You can add the number of messages here. And if the user's on private tab, you can add the number of messages over here. Are you hopping off now? I'll probably stay around for maybe a couple more minutes, chat with you guys, and then, you know, yeah, I'll probably stick around for a little bit. I do have to get off in 30 minutes though, but I'll probably stay for a little bit more. Yo, what's up, coding freaks? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you all here. Can I pass props in route element? If not, how do I pass props while routing? I think the better way to pass props is by using route parameters instead of passing it in, like as a prop in the component. I think it's better to use route parameters in my opinion. I'm not really too sure what you're trying to do though. If you explain what you're trying to do, maybe you know. I could figure out for you, but I would say route parameters would be the way to go. Hello, have a nice day, coding freaks. Wow, you're still streaming. Nice. Yeah, of course, man. I don't stop. We started this morning at 18,318 subs. We are now at 18,426 subs. I made it a goal that every single day that I stream, we have to aim for at least 100 subs every single day. So I'm not going to stream until I don't hit 100 subs. We already hit 100 subs already. We already hit that like a while ago. But I'm glad that we were able to hit our goal. So that is good. Our channel is growing every single day. We're getting new people every single day. We're getting lots of people in the chat every single day. And that is just freaking amazing. Yeah, there's not much to say except for the fact that I am just really grateful to have people here chatting with us, watching the live stream. You know, giving their suggestions, exposing me to new types of frameworks and technologies. It is awesome. And give me your opinion. What opinion? I like this live coding atmosphere. I'm glad that you guys like it a lot, you know. I'm glad that you guys like it a lot. Which means that I should do it more. Right? Should I do it more? Should I stream more? I think we all know the answer to that. Yeah, I like streaming. Like, it's really fun, especially when you have chat talking to you. It's really a lot of fun. Where are you working at? I work in Phoenix, Arizona. I've been working remote for about how long have I been working remote for? I've been working remote for a very long time actually. Like since I got my first job, I went to the office for maybe 5 days, and then everyone was remote because of COVID, and yeah, I've just been remote ever since then. Like, my job right now is fully remote. Like, there's no you could go to the office if you really need to. What do I work as? I work as a developer educator. So basically what we do is we are responsible for writing documentation for the company products, the APIs, and we have to make sure that it actually works and stuff. Yeah. It's much better than what I am used to. You have the energy for people to enjoy the thing. I don't enjoy the ones with chill lo-fi music and going very slowly. Yeah, I too like this coding atmosphere, even when stream playing on background. Epic. Yeah, listen, I'm glad that you guys like it. You know, it's one thing to actually stream, but it's also another thing to actually have people enjoy it. Because me personally, I'm really just streaming for myself, right? But when you have other people in the chat talking to you, interacting with you, that's a different story, right? And for that, I'm actually really happy that people are enjoying the stream. So it's not really for myself anymore, right? Because even if people were not watching the stream, I would still build the project myself. It would just be boring. And then I would just be like, you know what? Why don't I just close stream, build a project offline, and just, not even bother streaming. But because there are people interested in streaming, and because there are people interested in learning and asking questions and interacting with the chat, that makes me more that gives me more of an incentive to actually keep up with the project. It's because I would build these projects on my own off stream, But you know, now that I realize there's people who want to watch these things, makes me happy. So I'm glad you guys like it a lot. I'm really glad that you guys actually like the stream a lot. You know, yeah, I'm really happy. We've been getting consistent viewers every single day. Like every single day, we get about like 50 viewers every single day, 50 to 60. Sometimes we peak at 70. Today we peaked at like around 60. But we get consistent viewers every single day. We get lots of people chatting. Awesome. Make a React crash course. Love you. I actually have a React crash course, but I'll probably make a new one soon. I send you the organization link in Discord. I hope you can tell me your opinion. I am Casper for 2000. Yeah, sure. I'll take a look at it and I'll get back to you on Discord. Good morning. What's up, Brad? How are you? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, Brad. How are you doing? Yeah, I'll take a look at it after I get off stream, and then because I want to give you a good opinion. I want to give you like a concise opinion. I don't want to just like look at it for 1 second and tell you like, you know, a half-ass opinion. I want to actually look through it and tell you what I think, you know. But I'll take a look at it. Don't worry, I'll take a look at it. We are glad you are happy. Well, yeah, I'm very happy. I remember like 2 years ago when I was streaming, like every single day I would stream every single day, and we had a good chat. And I remember like for a year I would stream, and like, you know, I was wondering like what happened to the stream, you know. But now but you know what, like I tried something new. Like I tried making a chat app, and you know, it worked out and people like it, and that's good. And unknown guy, welcome to the stream. How are you? Hi there, a new subscriber. Yo, what's up? Abdi Samad, welcome to the stream. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Abdi Samad, welcome. How are you doing today? Abdi Samad, that is a nice name. Sahil, nice. Welcome to the stream, Sahil. We got 44 viewers right now. Yo, if you're brand new here, feel free to say hi, man. Like, don't be shy. Like I know it's daunting to say hi to a bunch of other people, especially in the chat. But you know, don't be shy. Like, no one here is going to make fun of you. No one here is going to insult you. No one here is going to judge you. Yo, what's up, Mod? Yo, welcome to the stream, Mod. Nidhi, welcome to the stream, Nidhi. Mohammed. Yo, welcome, Mohammed. Welcome to the stream. I hope you all are doing well. You see, you guys are lurking. You guys are lurking. But don't be afraid to say hi. Yo, what's up, Drone? What's up, Sahil? What's up, Rico Games? Christian, your last name, I don't know how to say your last name, Mahler, but it's a sentence, so it's probably pronounced differently. Anirud Nanwal, welcome to the stream, Anirud. Yahel, welcome back to the stream, Yahel. Tapan Dave, yo, we got so many people here. And unknown guy, new sub, YouTube recommended your stream. Nice, welcome to the stream. I'm so happy to see you all here. New sub, YouTube recommended your stream. I'm glad. I need your help. Can I ask you, Doubt? What is your issue, Sahil? It is a Danish letter. Tried making a concept for the message count indicator on the private tab, but it turned out trash. In what coding language are you making this chat application? I am using TypeScript for everything. TypeScript for front end, React, TypeScript for the back end, NestJS. And if you guys are interested, the code is in the description. It's an open source project. Everyone is welcome to, you know, get the code and play around with it. Do whatever you want with it. Elon, welcome to the stream, Elon. How are you doing, Elon? Elon Brunfman. Nice to have you all here on today's Tuesday. Wow, today's already Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Today's Tuesday. Sooner or later, we're going to be in the middle of the week. And then it's going to be Friday, and we're going to have a nice day. I'm glad that you guys are all here today joining us with this stream. But yeah, we have a really diverse stream. Like everyone here, it's our stream is the most diverse stream. We have people from everywhere. We have people from Scandinavia region. We have people from Malaysia. We have people from Singapore. We have people from Saudi Arabia. We have people from Iraq. We have people from Iran. We have people from Palestine. We have people from Australia. We have people from New Zealand. We have people from Mexico. We have people from South America. We have people all over the world. We have people from India. We have people from Pakistan. We have people from Germany. This is like one of the most diverse coding streams ever. This is the most diverse coding streams that you'll ever find. You know, and I'm happy. Like, I like it because, you know, like, I mean, me personally, I'm from America, right? And I like meeting people from all over the world. Middle East, Denmark, Brazil, Iraq, Pakistan, Ukraine, Denmark, Austria. I was actually in Austria. I was in Austria last. I was in Austria in June, and I was in Vienna because I had a layover there for 8 hours. So I went to go. I went into the city and I was exploring the whole area, and it was really nice. What font is this? The font is Consolus. Actually, I'm having trouble learning and practicing coding in Python or even Java. Well, Sahil, take a step back. Focus on only one language. Focus on either Python or Java. Pick one. Get good at one of them. And then once you get a lot better, then you can get into the other language. But I would recommend you learn either one of them, not both. What problem specific Java maybe can help? Philippines, nice. Yeah, we have a lot of people from the Philippines. Nice, glad you liked it. Yeah, Austria is a really beautiful place. I went to the park. I forgot what the park was called, but it was in Vienna, right? I don't know what the park was called, but it was a really beautiful park. I think it was a Strodheim Park. Is that what it's called? Strodheim Park? I know it started with Strod. Something Strod. And it was a really beautiful park. There was a nice river, nice everything. I would suggest Java because Java has a lot of great OOP features. That's my opinion. Do you have a Git course? Not just the commands, but setting up a project under Git. I do not, but I will make one if enough people want one. But I'll probably make one at some point. There's a lot of I have a lot of plans to make some videos for React and more NestJS videos later. And I actually have a plan to make Java videos later on too. Is that a custom template or is it create React app with Next? It's create React app, but just regular create React app. What theme do you use for VS Code? Use the exclamation mark theme command and you'll get the theme in the chat. So if you do exclamation mark theme, it'll give you the theme. And also make sure you join the Discord as well. I'm going to subscribe. You seem nice. Thank you, Mod. I really appreciate that. I have about 15 minutes left. So any questions that you guys have for 15 minutes, or guys or girls, right? I'm gonna get off in 15 minutes. So if there's any questions that you guys have, any suggestions, I'm here for the next 15 minutes. Let's see. Can you please explain? Can you explain about Redux, please? So basically, Redux is basically just a state management library that allows you to store all of your application's data in one area, and that means you don't have to worry about where certain data lives in your application. It's in one area called a store, and you can access that store anywhere in your application you want. It's basically, they call it a single source of truth, right? So basically, instead of having to prop drill, instead of having to pass in props everywhere you want, right? All of your data is just located in one area in the store. And then you can call that store to get the data. New sub incoming. Thank you, Drone658, for subbing, man. I really appreciate it. Yo, what's up, James? Welcome back to the stream. The code is separated into 2 repos, right? Yes. So if you go on, so both the links are in the description. Make sure you all go to the project. Make sure you guys star and fork the project, right? Make sure you guys go on the repository. Make sure you star it. Make sure you fork it. So that way you get the latest updates with what goes on with the repositories. Thanks for subbing, Mod. I really appreciate that. And hopefully that explanation on Redux was good, Elon. Check Discord DMs. I sent you the concept made for the message counter. I'll check it out. Why not a monorepo? Just curious. The reason why not a monorepo right now is because we only have 2 repositories. But later on, when we have more projects, we'll probably have to use a monorepo. So for now, it's okay to use something for now it's okay, but later on when we have more and more projects, yeah, we'll probably have to use a monorepo. Next first CRI. I think NestJS is way better. What is the fastest way for you to learn scripting languages? I guess just learn and more. That is how I learn. Honestly, if you already know a language, just go on something like W3 Schools. Go on W3 Schools. Go on tutorials. Look for like whatever language you want to learn. Let's say you want to learn Python. Go on Python. Right? Literally just practice, literally either in a browser or make sure you have Python downloaded and just practice there. Just go through every single thing, like practice the syntax, comments, variables, data types. Every single language is very similar. They have similar things, right? They have data types, they have numbers, they have strings, booleans, operators, all that kind of stuff. And just practice it. And then once you get familiar with the language, build a project. I sub, by the way, can you do tutorials on these kinds of stuff? I'm really interested. It would be very hard to actually do an entire chat app from scratch tutorial, but I can try though. I can try. What has been changed since yesterday? Well, yesterday what we did was we implemented we implemented the groups API, and now we're able to do private and group. So tomorrow we're gonna have to fix up the routing a little bit, and then we'll have to actually make it so that people can actually chat in the group conversation. MUI or Chakra. I think Chakra is way better than Material, to be honest with you. What are benefits of using NestJS? You get a more clean and concise code base. You get organized controllers, service, repository layer. Right? NestJS is an opinionated framework. So if you're not used to opinionated framework, you might not like it. But if you like structure, if you like the framework controlling things for you, NestJS is the go-to. And also, NestJS provides a lot of higher level projects, higher level packages that wrap a lot of things so they could do stuff for you. So, for example, if you want to build WebSockets applications with NestJS, NestJS has a WebSocket package for you that you can use, that you can plug into your application. You can use it very easily, right? And NestJS also uses dependency injection in version of control, which is a good concept I would recommend you look up. Where did you learn your backend? I learned backend development probably I think I learned it from Brad Traversy like 4 or 5 years ago. What database did you use for the app? I used MySQL. When is your next stream? Tomorrow at around tomorrow I'll either stream at 3 or 2 a.m. whichever time. I'll stream one of those times, but usually I stream every single day. Okay. Would you like to see any kind of POS app with this stack? What do you mean by POS? Do you mean like a point of sales? Point of sales? Awesome. Since you're using TypeScript and it's open for everybody to view, that means you could technically, for people themselves, give them admin and ban, etc. What do you mean by that? I sub, by the way. Can you do tutorials on these? Yeah, I'll probably do more tutorials on that like later on. At some point I'll probably do it later. What do you think about Prisma? I think Prisma is a great tool. It works really well with Next.js. It is really, I've used it with Next.js before. It is really nice. It is really nice. But I personally don't really like it though, outside of Next.js, to be honest with you. I kind of got confused with the amount of Discord bot dashboards you've made. Have you considered taking the ones that are out of date broken down? I am planning on making a new dashboard series, but what I'll do differently is I'll probably just put everything in one video, so that way it's not like in separate videos, because I think that's one of the things, I think that was what people didn't like, and I got the feedback, and I'll probably just like make everything in one video. I mean, the people that can do types could make scripts to ban people using the application. Yeah, of course, you can use TypeScript to do whatever you want, but I'm not really sure what you mean by ban people, though. Like, what do you mean by ban people? Like, from Discord, from YouTube, what do you mean? Any ETA on that? Well, right now, I only just thought about doing it. I haven't really planned it out yet. I don't know, you know, listen, I think the thing that many of my viewers know is I'm a very spontaneous person. Like, one day I'll just randomly upload a video on Discord dashboards. The other day I'll upload a random video on React. The next day I'll upload a random video on Nest. Like, I'm a really spontaneous person. So, but I honestly don't know when I'll upload it though. Maybe in I don't know. I really don't know. I have to plan it out yet. Once I plan it out, I can give an ETA. Are you using Axios? I am using Axios. But right now I just have other things that I want to do. Before I like make another Discord dashboard series. Hey, can you go for the CI/CD for the current project app you are developing? Well, right now we aren't really doing any CI/CD because we don't have a deployment server, but I'll probably do that in a couple of streams later. Banning from their application like you're doing. Sorry about that, my English. I am from Austria. No, you're fine. Yeah, I mean, like basically everything's written in TypeScript. So if you wanted to implement new features, you would implement it with TypeScript. What is CI/CD? It stands for continuous integration and continuous delivery. And what that means is basically you could push your code to GitHub or Bitbucket or GitLab, right? And those remote servers will basically take care of automatically taking your code, building it, testing it, and if there's anything that happens, it'll give you immediate feedback and it'll let you know what happened, right? And if it works, that means that you can get ready to deploy the app. If it doesn't work, then that means that you have to figure out what the issue is and then fix it. Give me a demo of what you built till now. Yeah, so we have this chat application. You can click conversations. You can send messages. You can create a new conversation, right? And right now we're working on private and group chats right now. So group chat will finish tomorrow. I haven't watched you in a while, but you sound happier, so I'm happy for you. LOL. Really? I sound happier? Did I sound really sad last year or something like that? Are you talking about like videos or like streaming? The web page he has open is what he has made. Are you going to release this chat application to the public? I'll probably deploy it, but I won't actually like let people use it. I'll probably deploy it, and I'll teach you guys how to deploy it. But I probably won't actually like host it so people can use it because, you know, I just don't really want to be responsible for that. Like a GitHub workflow, yeah, like a GitHub workflow. Yep, pretty much like a GitHub workflow. Well, both. I watched you pretty frequently a year ago. You sound a lot more energetic and whatever, so that's really good to hear. Well, I'm glad that you guys like the stream, and I'm glad that you guys think that this is a good, energetic vibe. As long as you guys, enjoy the stream, that's all that matters. But obviously, I don't want to sound like I'm dead, Like, I mean, I'm not sick or anything like that. But of course, like, if I sound dead, if I sounded sad, like, I think some of you guys would be bored. I would love to help you launch it. Don't mind paying for the domain and stuff. Sure, I'll take that into consideration. Do you suggest Connect or use Selector for Redux? Well, I mean, use Selector is part of Redux toolkit, so I'd recommend that. Connect is actually pretty old, and a lot of people don't really like using that anymore. So the new Redux toolkit with hooks and everything is a beauty to work with. It's a beauty to work with. That's all I gotta say. It is a beauty to work with. Like, you can't go wrong with using Redux toolkit. Though some people don't like Redux, and that's fine. I'll probably maybe use like Susan. Wouldn't mind supporting it to release it to the public either. Could subscribe to a subscription for $5 a month. I mean, listen, like, the thing is, like, I don't know, like, if I were to actually release this as a service, like, I'm wondering, like, who would use it, Because I would have to compete with, like, a lot of people. I would have to compete with Discord, compete with Microsoft, all that kind of stuff. Yo, Sahil Take, thank you so much for joining as a developer, man. That really means the world to me. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And Sahil, make sure you join the Discord server. If you don't join the Discord server, you will not be able to flex your amazing role compared to everyone else. So make sure you join the Discord server. I'm gonna send you the link right now. And yeah, show off your beautiful role. And yeah, just make sure you join the Discord server. The thing is, like, yeah, like, if I don't know, like, I feel like I wouldn't mind releasing this to the public if it got a lot of support. Like, if, for example, if a lot of people wanted to invest into the idea, like, pretty much a startup, right? Pretty much building a startup, I would consider it, right? But right now, I'm really only just building this for fun. Like, I'm really just only building it just for learning purposes. So I don't really have any intent on releasing it to the public yet, or like releasing it as an app for people to use. But even, I mean, I would release it, right? But I wouldn't like, how do I say this? Like, I could release it, but I wouldn't, like, want to, like, profit off of it, if that makes sense, So that's why. Yeah, but I think many of your subscribers would use it, and I would recommend it to all my friends. I'll think about it. I'll really think about it. If it really gets a lot of support, I'll think about it. Maybe what I'll do is we'll start, like, some kind of, like, like a petition. And if it gets not enough signatures, maybe I'll consider it. But if it really does, though, then we'll see. But for now, like, right now, I stand by my point. I will just only build it out, build more features, and then we'll see what happens. If it really gets big, like, again, I'm not saying that I'm fixated on what I want to do with this. I'm saying that we'll see what happens. The NestJS repo seems slightly confusing, not gonna lie. Yeah, it'll take some time to get used to it. I've been thinking about Redux, but I can't do everything in React hooks. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Because Redux toolkit gives you hooks that you can use. Sadly, the support system of YouTube is not available in my country. Well, guys, listen, like, if you want to support me, there's many ways that you can support me. You can either, join the YouTube channel. You can, buy me a coffee. The links are in the description. You can also boost the server. That would also help a lot, too. But also, the best way they can support me is just by subscribing, watching the videos, chatting with me on the live stream. You don't have to give me any money. Like, you don't have to give me any money is what I'm saying. The best way to support me is just by watching the stream, chatting with us, talking to everyone else in the chat. And that's all that I really would ever ask for, really. Like, if you want to join as a developer, you can. You don't have to. It's really optional, Well, what I will say is, though, I am working on I'm working on a feature for the developer roles. So that way, if you join as a developer, you'll be able to get access to a private help channel where you can ask direct messages to me. But that's still something that I'm working, like, I'm still working on right now. So, I'll tell you more about that later. Star, thank you so much for the $1 donation, $1.24 donation. I really appreciate that, man. That's $1 extra that makes me richer. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Me either. I can't support you because of my region. I hope YouTube fix that soon so I can support your legends like you. Well, listen, I understand that you all are my true supporters. The people who come here all the time and chat, the people who talk all the time, chat with us, come back to stream all the time, I know that you guys are the true supporters, and no matter how much money that you donate or don't donate, it doesn't matter to me. I know that you guys are my true supporters. So it doesn't matter if you donate, it doesn't matter if you're a developer, it doesn't matter if you are, someone giving me $100, it doesn't matter if you're giving me $1,000, right? That's not going to change my opinion on someone who has been here for the past year, watching my stream, watching me grow, you know. But I know who you all are. Like, I know who you guys are, and trust me, that is more than enough to make me happy, to make me keep streaming, and keep making me do what I gotta do. Also, would love if you were to make tutorial stream about building something like Netflix, HBO, Disney Plus, etc. Yeah, that would be a little bit complicated, but I could probably learn. Like right now, I would have to learn as a, I would have to learn as a, I would have to learn in RepRTC. How old are you, by the way? I am currently under 25 years old, so I'm younger than 25. What do you think is the best way to store image file? Like on a database or not database, like in like on your system or like in the cloud. You can use the Node.js API, like the file system API, to save it to a file system, like anywhere in your application. Unless if you want to, unless if you're talking about like saving it to a CDN. Yo, Star, thank you so much for upgrading to a junior engineer, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. For fast speeds, CDN would be the best thing. Yeah. No worries. But yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but listen, man, I gratefully appreciate that a lot. For example, in my country, I can download videos for free and there's no ads at all, but at the same time, some videos are not available to me and I can't support anyone. Yeah, that's really whack. What about a VPN? Have you guys tried considering using a VPN? What are your stream plans? Which days do you stream? So I stream every single day. At least I'll try to stream every single day. I think the best times for streaming are from 4 to 7 a.m., which is right now. That's what I've realized, right? Because whenever I stream at like 10 a.m. past, it doesn't really. I mean, well, that's a different story. Because like Sunday, I was streaming and I had a lot of viewers on Sunday at 10 a.m. So that's a different story. I'll have to see. But I stream every single day. You'll see me here every single day, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You'll see me. So that's 2 a.m. PST, which is 5 a.m. EST. And if you live in the UK, that's about 10 a.m. I think. So I stream every single day though, so you're more than welcome to come every single day, watch, and enjoy and chat with all of us. You're a really great streamer. I'd give much more if I could. Listen, I really appreciate that, man. And listen, this is more than enough. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it a lot. I really appreciate it a lot. I'm sorry, I don't think you've seen my comment. I was just wondering, can I just do everything in React Hooks and not use Redux? You could actually. You don't need Redux. Like, I'm only using Redux because I want to learn Redux. Like, you don't necessarily need to use Redux, you know? There's a lot of ways that you can do things without using Redux, coding freaks. You don't necessarily need to use it, but you can definitely do everything in Redux hooks, React hooks. It's 6 o'clock for me, 16 o'clock for me right now. Mike cannot watch every day since school is starting one day before my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, Mod. Happy birthday to you. I tried VPN and still the region not changed because the account created here at Iraq. Oh, I see. Damn, that's really unfortunate. I hope they fix it someday. Because then that'll like get rid of a lot of restrictions for everyone. I'll try to watch every day and I will pin you in my daily task. Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate that. You didn't reply. Would you prefer React or Next? Well, so honestly, I would say I prefer NestJS because Next is like the newest thing and it's really good. But right now I'm using React because I'm just used to it. But like honestly, I just need to get into the habit of using NestJS more. Also in Palestine, Middle East, VPN can help sometimes, but not everything. You should try to set it as Israel since they have different laws. Thank you. It's in about 14 to 15 days. I can watch every day till school starts. Well, we'll enjoy your company here every single day until school starts for you. But yeah. I'm just grateful for all of you guys watching the stream. Like I never really expected to get to grow this fast on YouTube and have this many viewers, but I'm really happy that you guys are watching the stream and enjoying the stream. And I'm glad that it's not boring for you guys because sometimes I know in the previous streams like last year when I would stream Discord stuff, like not really many people watched it because they really just weren't really that interesting. But I'm just glad that you guys like the stream. It makes me happy. But yeah, I'm gonna get off right now. If you guys want to chat with me, just join the Discord server. The link is in the description, and I'll stream again tomorrow at around the same time, 2 to 3 a.m. my time. So just look up Arizona time. Just Google your time zone to Arizona time zone, and then do the conversion. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this stream. It's been a nice 3.5 hours coding and chatting with you all. I'm gonna go ahead and get some food and get ready for work. And I hope you all have an amazing day and amazing morning tomorrow, wherever you guys are. And one more thing that I want to do is I want to give a shout out to Starnamics. I don't know if you're here, Starnamics, but someone donated $2, or I think it's New Zealand dollars. Well, actually, I think that was you, Star, right? That was you, Star. Oh, that was you. Never mind. That was you. Cause I read NZD. I was like New Zealand. I was like, wait, that's Star. Because when you do the conversion, yeah, it's okay. But yeah, thank you. But yeah, once again, thank you, Star, for joining as a member. Thank you for the donation. Thank you again to Sahil for becoming a member. Thank you to all my members who support me. I really appreciate it a lot. You guys know who you are. Thank you so much. And even if you're not a member, it doesn't really matter. I really appreciate y'all for joining the chat and talking to me, chatting with me, all that kind of stuff. You guys know who you are. Thank you so much. But yeah, anyways, make sure you guys all join the Discord server. That's a great way to chat with me. And I will see you all in the next stream. Peace out, everyone.